I couldn't ask for a better beginning. Hey, it's Big Daddy with Bruno hitting the screen up snowmobiling. Thanks, Bruno. Let's see what he says. He said, good evening, Big Daddy and all the rock stars. I'm still up in the woods snowmobiling. Have a great show. Wow, last night's show was interesting. Yeah, it was great. It was a great show. I listen. We are feverishly working on getting this show a little more polished, but it's a wild show. It's kind of hard to shine, what sometimes we end up with. What is the Big Daddy Road Show? Good luck trying to explain that one to your friends. But that's what we are going to attempt to do. I'm going to invite anybody that was on the show last night. If you'd like to come on, you're welcome to. This is my attempt, whatever it is. I hope, you guys get something out of it. My attempt to try to explain the show and explain to newbies who come to the show in the chat, to try to explain what it's like to be a character on this show, what it's like to be a guest on this show, to explain that we have different kinds of people that come on the show. There are people that are been on the show for months. There are people that kind of become guests just talking for a few minutes or 20 minutes, and then over time they become not cast members, but I would call them improv group members. It's like basically we have a show here that's a talk show and comedy improv group. And we're going through all kinds of growing pains. And last night at the end of the show, I got tired. I've been changing my diet, my blood sugar. It's not excuses either. I fucked up. Period. And this is my attempt in my way of, I spent the rest of the day today just talking to the different cast members. We had meetings till 5 a.m. I didn't get to bed till 9 a.m. I slept like crap, thinking about what I need to do to try and explain this show. So here we go. Thanks, Bruno. If you're just watching, please share it. If you would, just remember this date. This is dated, this show. And I would like anybody that's new, and if anybody ever says, hey, what's this show? Maybe you could send them to this video and maybe they'll get an idea. Because last night, basically, a lot of us screwed up. We all agree at the end we blew it. But in the end, it was really me that really blew it. So this topic is, what is the Big Daddy Road Show? And I would love to ask you guys what you think. You can tell me in the chat. What do you think this show is? What is it to you? Everybody's going to have 100 different opinions. Based on the letters I receive, it's therapy for people going through hard times. It's somebody to listen to or somebody to talk with or chat with. It's for people who are super busy and they just want to chill and sit back and have a beer and watch craziness ensue while still trying to have intelligent conversations. The show zigs and zags. It covers near any topic, and we try to keep it real, and sometimes dancing on the edge of like how real we should keep some things. It gets interesting. Again, if any of the cast members want to come up, just get with Joan. I already sent Matt a link, and you guys are welcome to come up if you like. I just realized, I hope we're live. I think we are. Anyway, a lot of people might not want to really, this isn't a show per se. It's just kind of explaining the show. We cover real talk. We keep it clean on this other show. We kind of had to break the Big Daddy Road Show up into different shows because the Friday night free-for-alls, they're wild. But Real Talk is another show I'm developing where it's more conservative, a lot less adult, like a lot less. Meaning if I have a guest on the show talking about a serious matter, if somebody's child was murdered or something, and if somebody wanted to say the F-bomb, I don't want to stop them from saying that if that's their true emotions. But it's not that it would be like a crazy comedy improv show where it's like everybody's talking about pussy and stuff like that. And we'll get into all that a little later. What, maybe we can tone down the pussy talk, but we have sex sessions for that. Anyway, Real Talk, we keep it clean. On the Friday night free-for-alls or anything just labeled Big Daddy Road Show, consider it a a show where it'll go plain Jane, simple talk, like picture yourself talking to adults about a conversation that might have happened around the Waltons dinner table or maybe on any family picnic, in a group setting where people ain't going to be crazy. But then it'll flip to Wild Wanda, and it happens fast. We also talk about anything. So we can end up in one part of the show talking about the president, and the next show we're talking about acid, and the next show we're talking about the greatest rock and roll bands ever on the planet. And it zigs, it zags, and a lot of us, well, I do. I enjoy it that way. But I always want to try and get all that out there with the least amount of turmoil. And it's not always possible on a real talk show when we get into some serious debates. The Big Daddy Roadshow is everywhere. It's all over the place. And some of the guests on my show have helped me compile this list. These are kind of like thoughts that they had and I've had, and we've just been talking about it. Let me ask you, what is the group page? Like, what is the Big Daddy Roadshow fan group page? Well, to me, it's a place where, again, we ask you not to post nudity. You can be risque. You can be a little crazy, but you don't have to be over the top, Pornographic cartoons, no thank you. Really sadistic memes, hey, there's websites for that. That's not us. But a little ball busting to a degree, yeah, bring it. Me and the other like regulars and even some of the guest people when they come on, you got to realize there's nobody that's a professional. And when we go live, anybody that goes live is really risking everything because we're going live without nets. If you're live, you're live. There's a couple seconds delay, but in some conversations like last night where it got crazy, where the girls lost their shit a little bit and Big Daddy lost his shit a lot, was really just two people connecting and having such energy where they were so into doing their improv and their bullshit funny humor. And that's what it was. That was a show. The whole midget thing and Joan, that was a show. And hopefully I'll get in. Well, no, I'm going to get into it right now. A lot of times people that are improv people on the show, we're improving with other improv people. And sometimes with some conversations, it'll actually get to the point where the audience and all the members involved can't tell if the other one's serious or not. And sometimes that's by design. And then sometimes, like last night, it completely messed up a super fantastic show. And again, I still think it's going to make it a better show because it's actually helping us get through these growing pains. But we go with no nets when we go live. So I say kudos to the gang for the 85% of the shows that somehow we pull off kind of smooth. People come and people go on this show for various reasons. Some of it's conflict of interest, I guess. Some of it's conflict of personalities. Some people, and I got to give credit to my current people helping me out, Joan and Tara and Matt, and even the people that aren't on the show, Sherry in the chat and Bruno, and all these people that give me feedback and they don't really bust my balls. Maybe they're busting my ball. Like last night, yeah, whatever happened there, but we're really trying to work this out. And on a show like this, the wild shows are going to get wild. And really, I guess in the end, a lot of the shows, it is what it is, but it's really nothing. Some of the shows, while they're intriguing and they're great conversations, you might even pick up some knowledge. You might pick up some gaming information or some tech information from Matt. You might pick up cooking tips from Marina. You might pick up, I don't know, there's all kinds of, God forbid you don't go to Sex Fashions and get some sexual advice from Tara. But those are on those shows. So, again, we're going to tweak some things. This has been coming up a lot lately since especially since the store is open. The store is open. Check it out. If you are a regular improv cast member on this show, meaning you've been on the show and you've shown me that you really are into it, you're passionate about being part of the group, a group that pays you nothing, by the way, you spend a lot of time, you dig it because you just like adult conversations with comedy and you like to get crazy once in a while. The regulars on the show now have a mug. What's up, Lee? How are you? So I just want to put that out there. Other people, no mug. That means they just didn't even want to be on a mug. They're really not interested to be totally into it. They're not really helping outside. They just come on and pop and talk on different topics, pop on the show and talk about different topics as they feel comfortable doing it, or if they're really into the conversation. You guys know we have great shows where there's some shows are super serious all the time. Some shows are super serious and then they slice and dice back and forth, serious comedy, retarded, goofy, ridiculous talk, non-politically correct stuff, freedom of speech. Amen. A lot of times I get, you can't even tell you how many messages I get. After last night's show, it proves to me how many people are watching this show. Man, my inbox was just inundated. But Big Daddy doesn't like to get involved with the this one hates that one on the show, the trolls, the haters, the drama. Hey, it's going to happen, but moving forward, it's going to get ignored. I want to stress that the guests on my show, after our post-show meetings last night, said that the best thing I can do, if I can't get it across to the guests that they are on a rail and they're not listening and maybe they're going somewhere where I don't feel comfortable, that after a couple subtle hints or maybe even funny hints with a gong, we have a gong coming to the show that I'll use to try to, hey, let's not do that. What's up, Matthew? How are you? Yeah, we're doing good, Lee. This has been a good week. We got the store open, and this is happening. And I think this is good because I still feel comfortable, even though we're still bucking a little bit. For the most part, the people that are solid on this BDRS circus, it's going pretty good. So yeah, the show is not for everybody. We always stress that. I would even go as far as saying some night shows are especially not for somebody. So just be prepared for the late shows. The late shows, BDRS shows, I guess you basically should just expect, and I'm pretty much saying that in the future, I'm going to try my best to have the same standards for everybody. And I guess, again, I'm just being human. I'm going to have to be me. And I'll just address it as we go. But I'm not going to address. I'm not going to try to address it. If somebody wants to get on my case so bad that shit happens, well, then it is what it is, and it happens as it happens. But I'm going to try to not have that kind of stuff happen. I don't want to embarrass any of my cast members. It's not intentional. If I failed, I failed. I'll take it. I'll learn from it, and I'll move on. I want to stress, too, anybody new, there is not a pro actor in the bunch on this show. I know it's hard to believe. We're pretty damn good at bullshitting, but it's just we're good bullshitters. There's not a pro comic really on the cast. Part-time, once in a while, dabbles in it. Hi, that's me. But there's no pro comics. However, on Real Talk, I do have, and I have had, and on my podcast, I have had literally top shelf comedians that do headlining, top of the line showrooms all over the globe on cruise ships, and they are on the show. Those are your professional comics. We're not that. We pick up some tips, though, from them here and there. We are basically winging a growing show on the internet. The internet's relatively new to the world. And Facebook Lives are now a big thing on Facebook and the internet. And YouTube's been a big thing. We finally got a show that's starting to take shape. We're going through growing pains, but all the numbers are looking good. And Joan just explained to me it doesn't look great on the group page. The number's going down. The activity is going up. The video views are going crazy. And it's going to be interesting to see what last night's video view numbers get and also what this video, and then I guess the next upcoming videos, what kind of numbers they get. People like crazy. People like Schadenfreude. If you don't know what Schadenfreude is, some people like to look and see when other people are fucked up and they're like, hey, check it out. Big Daddy's losing his shit. Or X, Y, and Z people are losing their shit. When people call on my show and they lose their shit, take note of how I typically respond to it. Typically, I'm like, I listen to them. When I hear something's bothering them, I try to say things where maybe it won't be bothering them so much. Or they see it, I take it from an approach where I try to help. I guess I'll ask for the same if I lose my shit, and take what comes. So Couple more things to address. Late shows are adult/crazy. And please, no nudity. Okay, that's more for Facebook rules. You know, if you guys want to slide into my back office, show your boobs, rock and roll. Again, the show will need reviews and updated tweaks as we go. And I guess we're going to have more of these really great meetings because it was great to really hear how people are feeling. Expect the show to change as we go. Formats, whatever. We'll try to give you fair warning, but we got to kind of just, now we're starting to really sharpen things down. So deal with it. If you're new to the show, hashtags are a pretty damn big thing on the Big Daddy Road Show. When we do get stupid and somebody says something funny, we try to make a hashtag out of it. Sometimes a hashtag makes it on a coffee mug or a t-shirt. Not looking to just pound you with the sales of these products, but they're high quality. If you get them at 40 and 50% off, they'll cost you next to nothing, or it's pretty damn much the same thing you'd pay for a t-shirt in Kmart. Only the Big Daddy Roadshow swag is fucking rockstar level cool. Thank you, Elza and Omi, for the artwork, and my daughter. Thank you. So many people doing things, so many things happening behind the scenes. Busting balls, again, is a big part of the show. I know I'm going over some of these things again, but it's important. Let's try to bust balls, but not get hurtful. Oh, is Sarah here? Hey, I couldn't believe Sarah'd be up this. Oh, Matthew's sliding. Are you sliding in, Matthew? Shit. Am I missing? I must be missing something. I don't see Matthew. I'm sliding into the back office to show my boobs. Okay, Matthew's. Oh, I see. Okay. Couldn't see that. Hey, I am always on and I promote the show. I never got asked about a mug, but it's okay. I will not something, and the same in a few months. Big changes coming soon. Yeah. Not all guests on the show are cast. Not all guests. I'm sorry. Again. Can't, I don't know what to say there. Hey, somebody gave Sarah a link. I guess Sarah's got something to say. I only have a few more things to cover anyway, and then we can have some fun. And maybe I'll go rent a movie or something. What's going on, Sarah?
Oh, nothing much. I just want to say hi to Lee because I see him punching my name in, so I just couldn't respond in the chat.
You just had to get live? Cool. Matthew just made it funny. I'm sliding into the back office to show my boobs. Confirmed. Matthew, do what you got to do. You won't be the first. I have to deal with Keith St. Clair, number 30, number 32 speed racer. By the way, I want a big shout out to all the ladies that follow the show that don't participate in the chat, but there's thousands of you. I want to greatly appreciate you for when I was down and out and sad last night, sliding into my DM, Sarah. Sarah, are you naked under that towel?
No.
Thank God.
It's a blanket.
I know, but it looked like you were showing a lot of skin under there. Anyway,
it's just my pajamas.
Cover yourself up. Anyway, I want to thank you girls for the sweethearts who sent Big Daddy all the boobs, and yes, it did make me smile. And then we had all kinds of show meetings after.
Where did
Sarah.
you smile?
What's that?
Where did you smile?
Why?
Where did you smile?
Everywhere. I'm smiling everywhere. Know this going forward, Sarah. I'll get things wrong on this show often because when we play with scissors, we fall sometimes. When like Joan runs on glass, you're going to get your toes cut. If you dance with the devil, you know, some of the conversations, right?
Yep.
Some comedy is hard and some is super easy, but some comedy, when you're intertwining with some real serious subjects, get macabre. Maybe if we try to deal with the crazy stories, we try to make light of them comedically because you can't handle the truth, the reality of how bad something is. That's what I try to do on this show. I try to give people a way to, you know, like when you're having pain, Sarah, sometimes humor helps when you're in pain, right? If you're laying in bed with your bad back.
Yeah, I would. With other new pains I'm experiencing, I might have to go to the ER, but I don't want to go and walk in the ER and get paid like $1,000 just to walk in the doors.
Right.
But
yeah, that's another thing. Stresses in life, the stress of just living in 2018 has people wired and pushing and just going too fast and wishing they had another day off every week. So, so
Yeah.
this is something, Sarah, if you don't mind, I'm going to keep telling people so that newbies, if they get to watch this video, everybody who's a regular watcher, send newbies to this video, please. It'll maybe help them out. This is important. Even though we're just improv kind of hobbyist on the show, the bits and skits that we do, some of them are real. Like if we go on, like say we go on location or something, that's real. It's not a bit. We're going there. We're just meeting interesting people. We're being silly. But sometimes they're completely, we do actually do bits and skits. We don't necessarily write it out like a full script, but we'll do bullet lists and then they just improv, Sarah, you know?
Yeah.
I'll give you an example. Last night, when Tara started going off about having sex with midgets, to me, other than my blood sugar dropping and me changing my diet and working out like a crazy man in the gym and stuff like that, and you know, I was warned that I should warn the castmates if I'm cranky before a show. I wasn't cranky at all. I didn't get upset. I wasn't even really upset about what they were talking about. But yeah, I did get tired. And I guess when you do a 4-hour show and prior to that you worked for 11 hours, some days that's going to happen. I also, Sarah, noticed I didn't have my coffee like I normally do on last night's show.
Oh.
I think I had caffeine withdrawal. But yeah, so the show, you know, some bits are total bits. What Tara did was an improv thing that got crazy on a crazy late night show. And even I didn't know, like, is this real? Me, the host of the show. That's the one thing I wanted to explain to people. Sometimes people in bits, they get so deep into a bit. And then, like, say Joan gets on with Tara and Matt or me, and we start doing a bit, Sarah. And you just start going with it, but then part of the bit gets so crazy, and you're like, wait a second, are you in a bit? Or are you being serious? Show's crazy. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not as easy as it looks. Hashtag BDRS. If you're searching on Twitter, there's a lot of BDRS tags on Twitter. If you're on Twitter, please share the show. Matt, I went too far, by the way. Joan didn't want me to go into it as much detail as I did. But I think you guys are putting up with me. So the newbies watching, we have some super serious conversations on all the shows, even the late night goofy ones. And we also have some super interesting talks. Every show is different. One might be for you. One might not be for you. Hell, Sarah goes to bed 16 times during the average show, but then she always wakes up. But really, do you go to bed? But do you really go to bed though?
I have not come back after I said goodnight lately.
All right. Well, thank you for that. Let me tell you now what Joan said to say. Just say we fucked up last night. Everybody fucked up. Big deal. Moving on. And Matt said, I don't know. He didn't want to take blame for something he might say in the future. And really, a lot of people don't like taking blame for anything they say. They say what they say because they feel what they feel. We all feel what they feel. Sometimes our nerves are going to get exposed. Matt says, keep it simple. Tell them to quit their bitching. So, hey, everybody out there, Matt says, quit your bitching.
Stop getting your butt hurt.
But we're all human, and there's no way. Lee, I'm pitching tents like crazy lately. I'm telling you that turmeric is working like a charm. Joe says, release the tatas.
Who's tatas? Big Daddies?
You want to see them?
Ooh, where's Tammy?
I think we just broke a nudity rule. But yeah. Hey, there's Tara. So anyway, that's all I got to say about that. So if we got Tara live. If anybody else wants to come live, if not, that's it. I mean, I agree with a lot of what my castmates are saying last night. I got a lot of work to do. So, Tara, anybody, just giving you like a 5-minute warning. If you want to come live and just say anything, fine. If not, that's fine too. If anybody in the chat wants to come live, if anybody wants to come live, send me a private message. You got a 5 or 10 minute window to do it now or forever hold your peace. But really, I guess this is all about just, hey, Sarah, we fucked up. We realize we fucked up. We know we're going to fuck up in the future. Shit's going to happen.
It's life.
It's live with no net. And it's hard for my regulars to come on and be creative. And sometimes you just, in your mind, it pops in as an improver, as a comedian, or, even a hobbyist. You just go with it. And in the girls' defense last night, they just went crazy. I really believe that if I wasn't blood sugar dropping, yeah, Matthew says it's off the cuff. Off the cuff. And I feel like I ruined it for them. And I feel like I had different standards for, like, say, you coming on, or Marina with the pussy talk. So, you know what? Joan or Matt and Tara, do we let it up to the audience? I mean, it's a Friday night free-for-all. If the audience wants to talk about anything on a free-for-all, what do we do?
Exactly.
What do we do, Sarah?
Not a damn thing. It's a
No.
free
What
night.
do we do though? Do we let the show just sometimes, like? Do we try to have some lines we don't cross, or do we just anything goes? I'll leave that up to the chat. Get back to you on that. The new standards. Everybody wants standards to be the same.
I have a question for you, Big Daddy.
Oh, I can't wait.
Will you go on a date with me?
That's a great question, Sarah. I'm so glad you asked that question. I could actually use a date. There's one problem though.
What's that?
Well, first of all, Justin.
He's never home.
All right. Okay, let's just say we play this skit out. If you were going to take me out on a date, you know me for a while. You've been on the show. What would you do to impress me? And, take me through the date. And I guess we'll just have a regular show here.
Uh-oh.
What?
Guess who's
What?
in the room? Guess who's in the room?
Hey, Justin.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's up, brother? It's Big Daddy. Real quick.
Check his cool shirt out.
No, wait a second. That's not going to go down like. Oh my God, that's a cool shirt. Skulls. I love skeletons. That's awesome.
Move your
dude. That's badass. Hey, Elza, look at this shirt. I want a Big Daddy Roadshow shirt like this. I want this selling in the new store by next week. Something like skulls like that, Elza.
And it's also a tie-dyed shirt.
I know it. Hey, Justin.
I know you love it.
I do love it. Justin.
Yeah.
Listen, real quick. Sarah just asked me out on a date. I just feel weird you walking in. Yeah, I feel weird you walking in the room while we were playing this game on the Big Daddy Roadshow.
It's all good.
Like I said, he doesn't
All right,
care.
so you're pretty cool with it then?
Yeah, I might be in the class of videotaping, but I'll be
Oh my
fine.
God. Not that type of date.
All right, well, I know Justin's here and it just got way weirder, Sarah, but what would be the magic date? Are you going to have Justin pick us up in the Uber?
Sure. We can go to the casino and gamble.
All right, now you're talking. We could go. You're going to pick me up.
Go
to
a live tournament. Play some
right,
poker.
Nice. I'm liking this date so far.
Yeah, with some strippers on the side.
Wait, what?
Strippers on the side, like a guy stripper and a female stripper.
What?
On your arm. And
No, I don't want to go. Oh, on your guy strippers on your arm? Okay.
Yeah, and girls strippers on your arm. And
all right.
drink.
Okay, so strippers and drinks and poker and casino.
Yeah, playing light tournament.
I'll tell you right now, I'm this close. I'm this close to just saying yes to this date. But you know what, Sarah? The answer, I will give it to you after I check the chat and see what's going on in the chat. Let me think about this. This date sounds pretty cool. It's got strippers involved in it, Matthew. Strippers.
Yeah, with big boobs, like really big boobs.
Okay, I'm not into big boobs.
What?
Nope.
I'm talking like a C cup.
I'm talking average to small. Thank you very much.
You like the itty bitty clubs?
Itty bitties?
Itty bitty.
They don't need to be monsters. Let's just put it that way.
Well, how about a C cup?
Listen, I'm not going to say even the ones that are bigger. No, the midgets are fine, Joan. The midgets are fine. Here's the deal. Moving forward. You guys gong me. Hey, what's going on, Keith? Hey, Keith, if you're ready to jump in the shower and show people what you do to me when you call me on the DM, on the private messenger. Sarah, wait till you see what he does. When he calls me after the show, I hope the audience can see what he does. It's hysterical.
I can imagine.
Yeah, see, Matthew doesn't like the big jugs either. And listen, everybody likes what they like. Like Sarah, you know what you like.
Yeah.
All right, moving.
You're not.
Oh, okay. See, this is
Hollenbach. I'm going to kick your fucking ass.
This is the Big Daddy Road Show. What just happened there is the Big Daddy Road Show. Did I see it coming? Did I hear Justin yelling anal? Did we know he was going to yell anal?
Yeah, he said the word.
We didn't know.
I'm going to beat him like the little stepchild.
All right.
Why let your secret out?
The question the question, other than the fact that Justin just twisted the show around with talking about anal. The question for shows moving forward on any BDRS regular old school shows. How raunchy do you want it? You want it to get just hell's bells? How crazy? Tell me what the group wants. Tell me what the audience wants. I want what is going to grow the show. I want what is going to have the most people having fun. I don't expect
people that are real, not fake.
I don't expect the Sunday church crowd to be in on the BDRS.
Yeah, you don't want my grandma on this show.
Like this whole show has become, all of a sudden it's become anal, Joan, and guys appreciating different boob sizes. Thank God Speed Racer's here. Hopefully he's going to show everybody what he does.
He better not be wearing a tall.
Oh, Keith's still in the garage? All right. Well, you can come live from the garage if you want. You don't have to. Just get that race car ready for Victory Lane.
When is the race going to start?
Pretty damn soon. Spring's coming. Did you put your clocks ahead, Sarah?
My phone does that automatically at 2:30 in the morning. So I don't have to worry about, only one clock I have to worry about is probably my wall clock in the living room and my microwave and coffee maker.
From this second forward, right now, the way I'm thinking, I want everybody to have the same ability on any of the regular crazy shows. I don't want some guest, or even if they're a regular, even if they're here more for Big Daddy, they get to do anything that anybody else gets to do. So if I got to deal with Justin saying anal on a late show, if the shows are on after like 9 o'clock, figure it's going to get crazy on the BDRs. Right, Sarah? I mean, let's face it.
Yeah, we're all sexual beings. Right?
Say it again, Sarah.
We're all sexual beings. You know, human beings. Everybody likes something at late night.
Yeah, the problem is what everybody likes, Sarah. It's all over the place.
Well, Justin said something that's not true.
Yeah. Wait, what? See, right there, folks. Justin's talking shit on the BDRS, and Sarah said it's not even true.
It's not
just
true.
Being silly.
Yep.
But is he suggesting to you that maybe
he is just a fucking smart ass?
He's just a pig, isn't he? He's a pig.
He's
Anyway, Joan, I apologize to you. Tara, I apologize to you. I am not having the same standards for YouTube because I don't know why. I don't have an answer for it. I have theories, but yeah, if somebody comes on, like for instance, I don't have the graphic, but God darn it, that Barbie graphic.
That's a good one.
That was you know what, let me try and find it. I don't even have any graphics for the show, but that one,
I actually stole the picture.
light ball busting, keep it light. Don't get too crazy, and some people can handle it better than others. Some people say they handle it, but they don't handle it. This is not a case in this situation. Here's a girl who can handle some ball busting pretty good. However, the other night also we had one of our new guys come on and kind of had a little faux pas. Again, everybody makes mistakes. Shit happens. People have health conditions, but try to avoid coming on and being uber rude right out of the gate.
Right.
Try to be here 6 months and be active before you get really rude on one of my guests or one of my close friends, please.
Right.
But little jokes like that, and let me see. Just to be fair, I'm going to put it back so I can get the other one up. Because I don't want anybody to think like, we all pick on each other a little bit here and there, but let's keep it light, right, Sarah? And Justin.
Yeah.
Seriously?
What?
You just jumped right into the anal?
Well...
You guys are just... See, and that right there, folks, is the BDRS. People come live and they feel like, I got to say something, so I know anal. It's crazy.
Yeah, he's just a smart ass.
So what you're saying, Sarah, on the BDRS is that you are not a dual...
I made that. That doesn't go up there. It's not up the pooper. It goes out the pooper.
Right.
That was a bad experience last night.
That's where you poop from.
Shut up!
It was.
Right. So anyway, now because they talked anal, now Joan and Tara get to say anal. If one gets to say it, you guys smack Big Daddy around if I jam people up. I shouldn't be doing that. I don't know why I hold people to different standards. I don't know. I just don't know. But I do, and I got to stop doing that. It should be the same. It should be the same. Now, on the same token, Real Talk with Big Daddy, there's none of that. Justin, if you come on my Real Talk show, if you're in my chat, I don't want you talking shit like that in my chat when I'm doing a serious show called Real Talk. Please.
Not a problem.
The only options I have is after a couple subtle hints as to not doing it on certain shows is to drop people. Hate dropping people.
Yeah.
It's been agreed to by the regular castmates and hopefully to guests that come on once in a while that if things aren't happening and we're not clicking and you're not listening and you're just in another world or you're going too crazy. But then again, what is too crazy on a show called the Friday Night Free for All? Anyway, if whatever happens and I just feel, or maybe you're coming on a bad day and everything horrible happened to you all week and you just come on and you're having a meltdown, I got to learn to just drop people. And I won't have to have an excuse for it. You just drop it, period. Figure it out. If you want to talk to me privately, that way we can hash it out and stuff like that.
What are your serious shows?
Well, the only serious show I have, really, actually, it's not true. That I have the one with my daughter, which I don't want you guys talking crap like that on my daughter's show.
Oh, of course.
Let's save the adult talk for the adults. So, the Dead Zone, which is tomorrow at 7:00, not 6. We're going to try and do a short show. Any Walking Dead fans, you remember seeing the show last week? You want to talk about it with my daughter? Please visit us tomorrow night at 7:00. Don't look at the graphic; it says 6, but 7:00 tomorrow. Go ahead, Sarah.
Did you ask your daughter my question I have for her
about going back to the old? I think her answer was you should just kind of like jump on board now and just kind of It's kind of cool. I
watched the first show of the season, and I'm kind of lost.
Well, then come on tomorrow. Then come on tomorrow if you're around, and tell her you're lost, and she'll try to pick you up.
I can't be in the chat till Monday.
So there's Joan in the chat saying again, I'm not making this up. They've agreed in our post-show, comments and talks and stuff we were having. Matt said the same thing. So anybody else going forward, don't, hey, it's better than me chastising people live or me losing my shit live. But I think these new things like the gong, the different signals we're going to have for people, I think we learned a valuable lesson last night, and we just keep learning and moving forward. All right. So let's see, Sarah, I don't want to be on all night tonight. And I guess I think the best thing for us to do is just drop back. Some games you win, some games you lose.
Yeah.
Any comic or any performer will tell you not every night is their best. Moving forward, all the guests, myself included, people that come on as just people wanting to talk about various subjects, sometimes they're going to come on and they're going to not do well. Maybe somebody new is going to come on and have just be nervous. Just be patient with one another. And I think a lot more good comes out of the stuff, Sarah, than bad, even with it being crazy. As a matter of fact, this show is actually kind of neat because we will talk about anything without a net. I think we actually cover things to a deeper, more meaningful. Sometimes it's just fucking bullshit and it's just crazy, but you still laughed and you got away from the real life stuff for a while.
Right. That's why I love this show, because it's like that. You have a way better show than everybody on Facebook doing live feeds.
I'm sorry, Sarah. I was reading.
Your show's a very addicting show. I like it. I like how it is. And I like how I came friends with everybody on the chats and how everybody gets along at times.
Cool.
That's why I love it. I share it and I tell a friend.
Right. And just because you're sharing it doesn't mean I can afford to give you a cup. Remember, guys, we're on a shoestring budget. This is an improv group. I spend a lot of money of my own thing just for this kind of hobby and learning my craft here. And if I could build a show to make money, hey, I have always never hidden that, have I, Sarah? Right. I'm willing to share it with people who are willing to help me grow it. There is a buzz. There are way more people watching this damn show than people have any idea. And nights like last night are where we get the buzz and where, but it's sad that we have to have a bad ending to have all this, But again, like Joan says, we're all new. We're all just winging this and just, what are you going to do? What are you going to do?
That's right.
So final time, let's go to the chat. Nobody looking for a link. What the hell is Justin doing?
Matt was going to show his boobs.
Yeah, well, no, I think everybody that's off the air, Matt, like I said, the three people involved last night, Tara, Matt, and myself, we kind of talked for great lengths after the show. So we're okay moving forward, at least the best we can be. There are a couple things we maybe just still kind of like banging metal against each other with, but
everybody's entitled to your own opinions.
Right. So. Right. So this is me backing up a little, trying to give everybody the same. There might be, Joan, I'll give you an example with Joan too. Joan says, hey, if you want me to back off, just tell me prior to the show what you want. Joan's willing to play the part and to do whatever she can to make the show a success. And that's awesome.
That's cool.
Matthew and Joan are going for donuts, Sarah. But not really. But not really. Maybe, but maybe not.
Well, I have some news.
Oh boy.
The famous Toys R Us is going out of business.
It's a big thing. Well, that's a big thing about the
800 stores are being shut down in America.
Well, I mean, what are I don't even know if kids are playing with the amount of toys we used to play with when we were kids.
Electronics is
right. I don't think people
not
think
buying toys.
I don't think sorry, I thought you were going to cough. I don't think that people, realize the world's evolving. We're living in an Amazon world. Well, this came up. I actually asked a new guest to come on and talk about this. It's weird you said that. I was in a thread earlier today just trying to take a break from all this stuff, and they were actually talking about that.
Yeah, it's pretty shocking because my growing up, Toys R Us was the shit back in the 80s and early 90s, and now it's like not busy. It's all the apps on the games on the phone. Kids are getting cell phones at 9 years old, tablets at age 4. They're not going outside and play with toys. They're not acting like normal kids. And that's kind of sad in my eyes. It's like,
Joan, I see you in the back office. Give me a second. I'll finish up this thought. And Joan's being silly in the back office. I can't wait to see what she's bringing to the show.
She's showing your kids.
She is not show. Joan is the one lady, and I stress the word lady. Lady. See, I'm so glad you said that. A lot of people think Joan's crazy because of her crazy comedy. She's not. She's a lady. She is the one woman that's been in my back office probably more than anybody else. I've yet to see her tits.
You haven't seen mine.
Kudos to you too. See, I got
You haven't seen mine.
Standards got to stay the same. I'm proud of you too for not showing me your boobs. Very proud of you. I don't need to see all the boobs. I'm just saying when I see them. Hey,
that's why.
All right, Matthew, Sarah, let's get back. You got a little topic started. I guess we're staying live. We are, Matt says, with Toys R Us issue, they don't have the exclusive rights to products as they used to. Plus, the brick and mortar prices will never, they'll never be able to match the online prices, he's saying. Yeah, that's what the young lady who I invited on a show, Matt, she was going on about. But she also had some valuable points about that there would I don't think you'll ever lose brick and mortar totally. And some of the consumers, they are conditioned to just go for the cheapest, and educated consumers know that sometimes you don't want to go with the cheapest. Maybe you could buy the product, spend the next few bucks, but get educated at a storefront by a guy who's been, or a woman or a guy or whatever. It's been in business for a lot of years, and you're getting a little extra. You're getting a lot more than just help desks online or what? YouTube information, because everybody's a professional. Everybody knows things. Here comes Joan live. She's covering
what
up.
What about the toys that are blowing up? Like those. Hi,
Joan. Hey, Sarah. Jones, what is going on here? I can't. Wait, what? I'm sorry. Hey, Sarah, I'm going to drop you. I need to make her bigger so I can see. My bifocals aren't working. Nice. What is that? What is that? Hey, what's up, Joan? It's the new Joan, everybody. How's everyone? Okay. Nice. This is great. Wow, we could have used this last night for everybody, you and me. Wow. I see what you're doing. This is beautiful.
I tried to make a ball gag. I couldn't find anything.
All right, Paul. Well, guess what? We're doing that shoot. So as soon as I find the straitjackets, it's on. Joan, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. You hear me? I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. Kara, I'm sorry. Matt, I'm sorry. The audience, I'm sorry. I take full responsibility. It took me 24 hours to figure it out, but we'll figure it out. Same standards for everybody. If I change my standards, we'll change them, but we'll keep them the same. Right now, the standards are, Joan, no nudity. However, Joan, you know it's a live show, so when the few girls get a little silly and they flop a boobie quick, you got to give me a break on that because I can't control people sticking their appendages out quickly on a show, even if I drop them. And I don't want to, that's an interesting thing too. I don't want to lose a great show just because somebody had a little too much Jim Beam that night. This is an adult show. It's a late show. The thing is that, right, Joan, you said it best. Say it in 3 things. We screwed up last night. Shit happens. Matt says, quit your bitching. And we're all just learning.
Yeah.
Give us a break. Hey, by the way, Joan, if you want, you don't have to do this. I know you like to do your own thing, but I'm going to sit back, put my shoulders back, and take a deep breath. I recommend everybody in the audience tries it. Joan's probably going to pass, but that's okay.
I'm not going to breathe.
Not doing it.
No.
It was actually very funny. I always wanted to come on the show and do the paper thing where I do the whole story without talking.
I was going to, but the marker was dying, and it was like, no, I'm not wasting all my tablet paper on that.
Maybe we could produce something for YouTube where to start all these shows on YouTube, we can actually do this where I'll just do the cards. This is the Big Daddy Roadshow, and then what is it? It's stupid. It's ridiculous. It's insanity. It's a dirty show.
And I can have a card that just says, fuck you.
Yeah. What do you think of that? I really think that someday I really see a day where those after show meetings, that's going to be the show that people are going to want to see. Super real last night. And I thought
we should have after show in the morning meetings when people sleep and stuff, because 5 o'clock in the morning is exhausting.
I know, but that's just the passion we have for this stupid show. That's why I'm thanking you for even doing that. Yeah, a lot of things people are doing, I thank you for it, but standard. I don't know though. I'm always questioning it, but I don't want to question it because I'm thinking it's an adult show. Just fucking let people do their thing.
I mean, yeah, you're going to have one person talking about one thing. I mean, then everybody should be able to talk about it, One person can't talk about one thing and then I have to go to the kitchen and boil water and make it sound exciting. I mean, it can't be, you know. I could go boil water right now, though I probably could rock it.
Right. You probably could rock boiling water.
Might fuck old people. Fuck you, Matt. I am old. How's that?
That's the Big Daddy Roadshow right there. Fuck you, Matt.
We
You know
said
what?
it's, you know,
Everybody, actually, that's a new hashtag. Fuck you, Matt. That's funny. I just want, there's just no way. There's no way moving forward we're going to know what topics we're talking about, how serious they're going to be. I wouldn't change it for the world, though, as long as we can keep it together. As long as it's like we're an old space shuttle, and it's like we're those tiles. Some of them popped off for re-entry. Sometimes we re-enter the atmosphere after a crazy conversation, and we just make it. And like the captain's like, we should have just blown up in the atmosphere, but we landed this bitch.
we're not used to losing tiles. I lost my tiles and I spontaneous combusted years ago. So, I basically wake up in flames. So I guess
Hey.
I don't realize sometimes that I'm spreading the fire.
But that's it too.
Thanks, buddy.
Whenever we do, when people lose their shit, they're losing their shit. That's it. Can't help it. Hey, you're losing your shit. Try to go up to anybody that's losing their shit and say, hey, you should calm down. Quit losing your shit. It's usually not going to work. That's why we have all these new safeguards suggested by you and Matt and Tara and myself, all these different things. And it might just end up being anybody, not even you guys, just any guest, any just regular visitor that talks stuff, any random like Froblo. I mean, like Froblo, this is not my first rodeo, Joan. A lot of times people come on the first show, they're great. Second show, they come on and they do something so ridiculously stupid and rude. Just drop them.
Exactly.
Just drop them.
Just drop them.
Just hashtag just drop them.
The Queen and I, we decided that, so we called you and we're like, just fucking drop us. No biggie.
First of all, she's not the queen yet.
The pre-queen.
Is that even a thing? Sounds dirty.
So does Crotcho, but now it's the queen.
Let me see if I could find the graphic. The one I got a new one from Elsa just is tripping over herself with that Barbie doll graphic. She just can't get enough of it.
She deserves a crown for that one.
And I did put up Tara's with the crown, so I'm going to put the Barbie one up real quick. I'm going to catch heat for this too, but hey, light ball busting. It ain't like, and this is the whole thing. I got to thank Marina. I got to thank you. New standards. One person, it's a free for all. If one's getting away with it, call me out if I'm not letting anybody else, especially my regulars, get away with it. Oh,
yeah, because
man.
that's free for all. Usually it was always free for all, so that's why we kind of freed everything.
I think part of my problem too, and then maybe we can address this some. See, I tried that software. I really think like even if we just did it once a week, the people that are super active that week, if we can all have those. How many people can you have on that little chat we did with you and Tara last night? I didn't even know. I didn't know you could do a video chat on Messenger. I just learned that last night. I was actually kind of shocked when you guys hit the screen. I so wish the audience could have been a part of that because I actually think that was a really cool. That was almost like being in a scene from Big Brother where they, how like they have these scenes where all the different housemates and then they break into little groups and like, well, this one's being an asshole and Big Daddy's being a dick. And it's like, it was the real stuff.
You didn't look thrilled though when you seen us. It's like, oh shit.
Well, no, because you guys were inside. Can you explain it in your words what happened so that we can, because this is about teaching newbies that see the show. Like when you come on and you're doing improv and you're just on your bullshit jokes, it's jokes. And
first off, it's a disclaimer. Attention, newbies.
Attention.
I know you think we're all professionals. I know we're like Jennifer Aniston level with our acting and all, but we're really not. We're just normal, everyday people that ball bust and get carried away, and that's what happened. We were having a good time, we got carried away, and we didn't even realize we were getting carried away because we were having way too much fun.
But the important part I want them to hear is just for behind the scenes of any kind of improv or show is the part where you guys were just on, you were first time really clicking together on the live show. You guys were
dangerous together.
Right. Dangerous. And I wasn't I think my blood sugar and my long day where I was going down and you guys were going wee, and you guys went into another like stratosphere, and you said in the after show video, "Hey, we didn't even hear you, Big Daddy. Didn't even hear you." And I totally 100% immediately agreed with you. I know my mind gets like that. If I'm in the middle of a bit, I'm on a rail. People are trying to. Well, when I used to respond to like the trolls and stuff, they get me off my bit. It's no good. So I've learned to just avoid it. I know the things in the chat are just, sometimes it's just people. They don't even have real names. It's really any one of these shows, even the super serious ones, Joan, in 2 weeks. Yeah, we talk about the Christmas tree night. We talk about the night Sarah had her backstabbing bitch girlfriend. We talk about the show where the farm animals were in the ladies' kitchen. Yeah, we'll talk about those old classic gems. But really, a lot of shows are just fun for that night, relevant for that week. It was just adults coming on, talking shit, going anywhere, going down like, I don't know, Alice in Wonderland rabbit hole kind of Tom Petty video some nights. Yeah, it's crazy. But I wanted them to, I'm just glad you're saying that because I think that people don't realize, like, it does take work. You do a lot of work helping me before the show, hours before, even if it's just sending me files or sending me links or sending me information. And then you come home from a long day's work and you do this because you just want to be part of a fun group and a bunch of fun people. But it happens to be on a stupid show where some people don't like it and some people don't like what you're saying and politically. And we cover so many crazy topics. It's going to be some rough edges going to bang into each other once in a while.
Can't please everybody with political correctness. So.
Shit. No, there's nobody who's politically correct should even come near this show. They should stay away. Right?
Sure. They won't.
Exactly.
Yes, Matt, that one too. The show where a speed racer sent his underperforming girl home in a cab.
That was a classic. Yes. And that kind of stuff only really happens live. You can only put your foot in your mouth. So I don't know. It's almost like a Greek tragedy. An old school. That poor guy took a lot of heat. He's not here to defend himself. Lee Johnson says, Matt, my only problem is I have to walk away. Each time I walk away, I swear Big Daddy is talking smack about me. How about this? How about that happens on the show too? When I walk away to go to the boys' room or something like that, I come back and they are rallying on, it doesn't matter who it is, could be any guest. They're rallying on something. I'm gone for 5, 10, maybe up to 12, 15 minutes if I'm making coffee. I come back, I told this to Matt last night or this morning, Joan. I come back, I have absolutely no reference to where you guys are at in the show. I'm behind in chat. You guys already know I get behind in the chat. That's not me. That's just the software. The chat's behind. Plus, if the conversation gets crazy. Did I put that? I did put that Marina thing up, right? The whole Barbie thing. Do you know I didn't get the whole joke? I thought the joke behind that was that because Barbie didn't have any, hair. Or no, it wasn't. No, Matt said that. Matt said poor Marita couldn't even shave a Barbie. You'd have nothing to shave. And I said I thought it was funny immediately because Barbie ain't got a pussy.
I'm sorry. Taking care and grooming a beaver is not rocket science. It's fucking easy peasy, 1, 2, 3.
Some girls were saying you could do it with just like soap and water.
Fucking bare ass razor and some soap.
I know. I shave my face sometimes when I'm camping with just soapy water. It's amazing how soft it gets.
Little nair, got to wax, you got to wax, but it's all you can do it at home if you have to.
Well, the problem is though, giving her credit, the only thing is it's got to be a pain in the butt to do a real thorough job. If you go to a pro, it's like getting your oil changed. You could do it at home, but it's
at least when you go to a pro. And I went to places already, and I left, and they didn't put the fucking cap back in. I had to change my oil, so there went $30 of oil down the fucking street. At least if I change my own, I know the cap's where it's supposed to be. Same with my vagina.
Well, maybe some girls have a hard time with those hard-to-reach spaces.
Limber up, ladies. It's called exercising.
Jesus Christ.
Yoga.
Did you order the ball gag?
No, not yet.
Okay.
I will.
Okay, thank you. If anybody else wants to come live, I swear to God, I want to stay live if you guys want to rap because it's like, this is kind of cool. Oh, shit, Joan is going in.
Who said that?
What do you think?
Matt. My man, Matt. Hi, Maddie.
Joan's going in.
Going in deep. All them nooks and crannies.
Hey, you know what you can do? Someday, if she's willing, you can come on and kind of give like a simple visual someday, side by side.
Like my own home service thing that I do.
Well, just educate people like, hey, girls, maybe you're out there and you don't know just how easy this is. Maybe you've never done that kind of work. Talk them through it. I'm still laughing at you coming out with tape on your face. And
I tried to make it ball gag. I couldn't find nothing. You know, I couldn't get the dog's choker collar to go around my mouth. I actually had that around my face, but it kept sliding down. It was too much weight. So.
Here's something that Gigi can help out with. She says, Joan, you can make your own ball gag.
Well, I know. I tried to. I didn't have enough of the stuff. And then I was actually going to go get the makeup out, and I was going to make like I sewed my mouth shut. But I didn't feel like putting on the latex and breaking out the yarn, so I just went with a piece of duct tape. My mind goes. It goes quickly.
Mine doesn't?
Not as fast as mine.
No, right. Sometimes. Depends on the day. Anyway, see that? And if anybody wants to get with Gigi in the chat, she'll help you how to make your own ball gag.
Okay. We have the do-it-yourself BDRS. You want to make a ball gag? See Gigi. You want to shave your beaver? Talk to me. Matthew
Watt says, hashtag low budget effects. The tape looked fine. It was just the paper when you were like, hey. You should have did hashtag hey for Renee. You could have just used a hashtag
the marker was done. I really didn't want to waste all the marker ink on just one page. It was barely sprawling out there.
See, even our markers are dried out on this show.
I wasn't using my lipstick, so.
So moving forward, I saw Tara was in the chat. You talking to her still? Is she okay? And then, oh, by the way, can we talk about the page? Let's just address all this business stuff. If the show Friday night, if any shows that are BDRS late night, 9 o'clock and after, you got to know they're going to get crazy. So you're telling me it's okay for me to have the standards? I mean, I'm not asking you. I know it's okay, but you're saying on Real Talk, then how do we address the people that go from the crazy shows but still check out Big Daddy's more conservative, easygoing shows? And do I have to drop, like, what if I have to drop people from the page because they're not acting appropriately towards the appropriate show? Like, do I have to drop people?
So, yeah, give them the spanking and then move on. And if they keep it up, then they get a big spanking. Put the virtual ball gag in their mouth.
Virtual ball gag. Lee Johnson says, for your information, sex toy channel on YouTube. LOL.
You can do everything on YouTube. I love YouTube for that shit.
I'm learning how to play music on YouTube for free.
That's how I researched that blood pumping thing.
Hey, Joan. I hate to keep bringing up that new store that's working properly, but I want to kind of say something. You were saying something funny about how they spelled Mama Joan.
Yeah.
And you said that you alluded to the fact that you weren't really thrilled about Mama Jones. So from here on out, Mama Jones gone.
I don't know why I hate it. I just do. It's like then I feel like I need to get false teeth and put them in a cup.
It's gone.
Makes me even sound older.
But I didn't spell it wrong.
You spelled
no. Okay. I'm gonna say it one more time. Say it one more time. I didn't spell it wrong. I saw it.
So it's
right. I didn't spell check it properly, maybe, but I actually, when I read it, thought, oh, that was just Elsa's way of saying Ma Jones, like Ma Jones, or Phil Ma Jones, not Ma Jones. You were like, you spelled it wrong. I didn't spell it wrong. I just didn't spell check it. I just thought it was, everybody likes your freaking hat. Hell, Matt's wearing the damn hat bit. When you wore that hat, that show that night, everybody changed their damn.
The fucking hat is hot with the glasses. I need to get a bigger hat.
I think Matt's still rocking it. Hey, what's up, Renee? What's going on? We saw the big birthday party for the kiddo that's on the show. You see the kid's birthday party?
Yep.
Hey, Paul was asking me, the guy that donated money. He said, "Hey, did Renee get the money for the kid?" I said, "Renee did not get the money. The kid got the money. She got the cash." And Renee told me that she, instead of going to the water park, when you saw all those pictures of that party and all the stuff they were doing after in the store, buying stuff for her friends and stuff, that's where that money went. So I told Paul I would mention that. And by the way, I'm going to be giving away some stuff. This now that this friggin' store is working, I want to stress that, and that's what I was saying about the cup. When Elsa made that cup, we'll just get anything Mama Joan's gone. Folks in the chat, please, let's avoid Mama Joan. Yeah, if you don't like it, why would you put up with it? Anyway, I'll get them off. And then if you guys do buy any of the things to promote the show for us, we'd appreciate it. Just know that store will go on sale 30 up to 40%. I've seen even 50% sales. So if you really want to get a big pile of cool stuff, all the quality is top notch. Joan knows. She stole Tara's cup. Tell them how nice the cup is. It's good stuff.
Cup is great. You could probably hit somebody and knock them out with that cup. That's how sturdy that damn
it's
thing
worth
is.
it to buy the Big Daddy Roadshow cups just to have as
used as a weapon.
Backup weapon.
Somebody breaks in, you can't get a knife or a baseball bat, just grab the mug. It will do damage. It's multi-purposeful.
Renee's like, Joan.
Renee! Hey! I can't do it. My voice cracks.
Great idea here. It's going to be huge. Get a cup that says, "Not Mama Joan." And thanks, Matt, for filling up the screen with a chat.
China.
What else does it say?
Original idea, the greatest idea ever. China.
Renee, this is a special show. We're kind of like going through growing. This is the Growing Pain show. This is a special BDRS show on what the fuck is the BDRS. So it's dated too for this date. So I don't know. Maybe I could pin it on the website. This is what the Big Daddy Roadshow is. It's a train wreck.
And then you hear about anal right after that.
Do you believe Justin? Do you believe Justin?
Yes.
See, but he proved our point. He comes on, he starts talking shit about anal. Here, she don't even do anal. Now, obviously, Justin likes anal, but then again, Justin sleeps with men too. So it's like
you don't have to do anal to talk about anal.
Right. But when people talk about stuff, people's perception are
right.
Right.
Which is fine.
Trust me, Justin would stick his pecker anywhere. I'm telling you right now. Everybody knows that.
Well, most dudes would. Well, we know Justin put this anywhere.
Right.
That was put on Sex Fashions.
Matthew says something that maybe people might take umbrage with. He says no means yes, and yes means anal.
Anal.
Pretty sure that's not politically correct, Matt. Renee says hashtag made in China. Hey, are there Chinese shows like this? Are there Japanese shows like this? Can we get like on Japanese shows that are just like this? Are there like Japanese people in Japan that are sitting on a show going, so? No, that wouldn't be Japanese, would it? That was bad. I'm not going. That's a Christmas show. Isn't that the Chinese people cooking the duck on a Christmas Story?
See, fa-ra-ra-ra-ra.
How come they get away with it? How come comedians on hardcore rated R movies get away with such bad politically correct stuff, but every day in real life, everybody's all up in arms about shit?
Because it's everyday real life and people seeing them. They get butthurt over movies too, because there's been people been protesting movies and they protest everything. People just piss and moan about everything. Someone doesn't like a song, let's make signs. Someone doesn't like something else, let's wear a vagina hat. Just another reason to start your bitching.
As soon as the girls start wearing the vagina hats, as a society as a whole, we should just start slapping each other.
Or just to slap them with the vagina hats.
So you're saying you're not in that club. No. I saw a Japanese go live today, says Matthew, where the dude was mixing a raw egg in with some ramen noodles, water, and alcohol in a bowl and drank it. All right.
I seen that one where the plant screams when you're fried. It freaked out the dog last night.
You saw one that what?
There's a video where they're cooking some kind of a Japanese plant. They're like little round white balls in a cast iron pan, and when you're touching them, they're like, they squeal like they're screaming, like, please don't cook me, scream sort of. And I turned it up this morning, and poor Moose was sleeping, and he jumped up and didn't know where the fuck to run. Like, he didn't know what was going on. He was ready to attack whatever it was. He just didn't know it was just my phone with plants screaming.
Can you make that squealing pig sound again?
No. That wasn't.
You almost nailed it. It's almost like
weep, weep, weep. I do chickens better.
Anyway, also, if you're watching this show trying to understand what the hell happened at the end of last night's show, don't give up on last night's show because it was actually a great show. We talked about capsizing boats. So we talked about, this came up, the vibrator where you could order a pizza. That came up in last night's show. So just go back and check out that video or any other of the old Big Daddy Road shows because I'm telling you, there's something for everybody. Crazy, calm, serious subjects, not serious subjects, ridiculous. You could definitely kill a couple hours watching old Big Daddy Road shows on a flight across the country. Let's just put it that way.
Hey, can we hit the love button for Renee's daughter? Isn't it Alexa? Because it's her birthday. Can we all hit the love button? Show some Alexa.
That'd be
Happy
nice.
birthday, little girl. She's adorable. That's all I have to say.
It's nice of you. What is she saying?
All I see is not Korea.
Not Korea and... No, Renee, I wanted to see if Renee was saying anything important, but sometimes Renee's really not ever saying important things.
They do everything in North Korea.
Yeah, I don't know if they're on about the pizza thing. But yeah, we were talking about that. The people that there was things last night since we're just kind of like chilling out and just rapping again. Last night I had all other kinds of plans to get to in the last half hour. Based on the chat on the Big Daddy Roadshow fan group page last night. I think it was Gigi's hubby that was talking about robots. And I was scanning through all the robots, and I noticed one caught my eye. You guys know I like robots. One of my favorite tattoos is the robot from Lost in Space. Everybody gets a big kick out of that tattoo. I don't think there's too many people with the real robot from like such detail like my tattoo. I don't think there's a lot of people that point to that on the wall and go, I want that on my arm. But when people see it and they know the show, they dig it. But I was always into robots, Joan. And I was going to talk about all the different robots from back in the beginning of robot days to today. And now I'm thinking there's probably we could do a whole show on robots. Like it's probably like nano robots, like medical robots. There's drone robots. Robots have come a long way.
We could do a show on tattoos too, like bizarre tattoos. I always wanted to comes from outer space tattoos.
Right. Well, since we're getting through this Growing Pains weekend, I really do want to start to up the game and going live. So maybe you and I can go and get a tattoo or something, and we'll do live from the tattoo shop or something for tattoo people. There's no end to the shows we could do because we talk about any damn thing. But I'm going to share a picture of a robot that caught my eye. Here was the first one. Apparently, robots and hot chicks go hand in hand. Back in the 50s and 60s. Check it out. This girl totally digs this robot. And I wanted to talk about just robots, but what caught my eye was how crazy the robot photography was with girls. And then this one was kind of interesting also. And I'll drop the other one so we could see it big.
I don't see any of them.
Oh, you don't see it? Well, the people at home could see it's like Robbie the robot, but he's got a beautiful damsel in distress. Like the robot picked up it's always the same thing. Like King Kong picks up the damsel, the blonde. The robot has her. I don't know. So anyway, a future show on robots. If you're into it, look for it. We'll talk about everything robotic. Everything. And robotic today could mean something at the end of a pin, Joan. It's crazy. Matthew says I'd let her short my circuit. Giggity.
Giggity, 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 giggity.
Jesus, Matthew, you're on fire tonight. Lee says sex bots. Of course it would get to sex on this show. Sex bots, they're coming around, right? You can get a guy now. Girls can get guy robots, and guys can get... I don't like the girl robots for sex, though. They seem really dirty. Like, how do you... What do you have, like some kind of high expensive, medical cleaning device? How do you clean out the cooter on a plastic fake
ruins,
girl?
the after sex thing. You smoke a cigarette, then you got to take her through the pressure washer at the car wash to clean her off.
It ruins everything about the whole idea of sex. A robot or a doll or even one of those blow-up dolls. Like, you got to be a desperate...
Dishwasher safe.
I mean, even if you're like a young lad and you're shy, if you were going to buy a doll to fuck, like a plastic blow up doll, let Big Daddy just talk to you right now and just give you some advice. Just keep trying. Keep trying. There's a hole out there for you. You don't need to buy
having like a big party at your house and everybody's coming over for a nice family dinner. They open the dishwasher and your robot doll's vagina falls out of the dishwasher.
Oh, so you're thinking that the vagina portion of the doll is a separating piece that you can just sort out in your dishwasher?
Well, like that, or you're going to take it through the pressure washer at the local car wash, throw in the extra buck for the wash and the wax.
You would wax it?
Not me. I don't want vagina. I'm just saying some people might want it to be more smooth.
You would think they have some kind of like bag of tricks or something for the smoothness part of it. But that's the part
Maybe
that
it comes
seems
like
icky.
with those little bags like gun cleaners. You get the little brush, all the instruments to clean all the orifices.
Oh, my
like
God.
A baby bottle washer.
Joan, I'm about to put something up on the screen. I want you to read it because I think Matthew is referring to I think he named his penis. Here, read this.
Here's my thing. I would not trust my Matt Jr. inside of anything that is electronically powered and has any sort of AI. Yep, that's he's talking about his pee-pee.
My Matt Jr.?
Yeah, well, I guess it's like a son to him.
Hey, Tammy Ann, what's going on? Hey, Tammy, your picture on your profile looks hot.
Tammy always looks hot, though.
I know, but the profile is really sexy. And hot.
Yeah, I know. She does look good in those glasses.
I told her to keep shooting.
Make them.
Or to keep shooting.
All right, I'm gonna blow out of here because I gotta go finish cleaning.
No, I appreciate you coming on, being representing the ladies. What'd you call yourselves?
The Wonder Twins.
Wonder Twins. No, there was even something else you said. Either way, thank you for Hey, at least it's a show. We got another show.
Yeah.
Another video up there. Okay, guys, this is Big Daddy. Yep. Well, I don't know if we're going to continue on. I'll see if anybody wants to go live. Let me know. And I'm just checking. I'm getting friend requests. These actually look like legitimate friend requests, so I'm going to accept those. And I think I hope Joan got to say what she wanted. She's off the air now. She's not even in the back office. So, Matt Jr., do you smack around Matt Jr., Lee? Bruno, what's going on? We just had a really nice talk. We kind of tried to explain for anybody new coming to the show. If you guys remember this date, I'm going to try and post this on like a pinned page on the website, BigDaddyRoadshow.com. It's sort of like where is the Big Daddy Roadshow right now? Kind of hinted a little bit about, working the standards out a little better for the show. Not really standards on late night Big Daddy Roadshow shows because there really aren't standards on the late show. But on the Real Talk show, we talked about a lot of cool things. Anybody that's new to the show probably has some things to pick up and maybe get a better idea of like what the Big Daddy Roadshow is all about, how a lot of it's improv, how a lot of it's not even real, how a lot of times Joan comes on and she talks major crazy stuff, but that doesn't mean that she's actually like what she's talking about because it's just improv or comedy or just being silly. Okay, here's what we did. You want me to recap it since you guys are late? Thank you, Bruno. Appreciate that. I can probably do this really hyper quickly, and then I don't know if here's the thing though. If you guys want to go live, I need guests. If we want to keep this going, I have no idea if you guys can tell me how long we've been on the air. But yeah, see, it feels like we're on the outside of a very crazy weekend that's only going to make things better. I believe Sex Fashions is next week. Yes. I'll get back to you with Tara. I would like to have her crowned. Like to crown her. Yeah, I'll confirm that. The only reason I don't know for sure is because Tara's schedule's like with the single mom thing working all the time. I think we're probably going to be golden. So the recap for Tammy, who is late. Let's see. How do we do this for Tammy quickly? I'll go back to the agenda. Tammy, what we said tonight, and I'll do this, I'll blaster these. We were asking, what is the Big Daddy Roadshow? And to have this agenda I put together, just know that all the people on the show last night that were part of the craziness that ensued, we all had hours of meetings after last night, early into the morning, and then all day today. And they helped me compile this list, and they wanted me to say that the Big Daddy Road Show is a show that covers everything and anything from A to Z. I have another show called Real Talk, where we keep it clean and to the point. So when it's a BDRS show after 9 p.m., you can pretty much count on fuckery and ridiculousness. And I learned that the standards have to be the same for everybody. If I allow somebody like Marina to come on and talk about shaving her pussy, I got to allow everybody else the same respect. And for some reason, I wasn't doing it with my, what I call castmates / improv group friends and friends. So for some reason, I'm learning, and I'm going to move. If I need you, Tammy, I need you, Tammy. Come live. And I'll go through these things with you, and we could just talk about other things in between. Tammy's looking for the link. There you go. Show just got a little overtime. Well, the show's continuing thanks to Tammy. Also, this is important for newbies, and this is why we're going to post this on the fan fan website, BigDaddyRoadshow.com. Know that this show, the BDRS show, not the Real Talk or not the Dead Zone, those shows are clean and more conservative. But BDRS shows are crazy, and they go from plain Jane, everyday conversations, to Wild Wanda in a flip of a dime, or on the flip of a dime. And that's Joan's words right there. Here comes Tammy, who's late to the game. I'm trying to Tammy asked, so I'm trying to kind of going over what we were talking about.
I'd be late to my own funeral.
Well, I'm trying to go. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the show. I'm trying to go over for you really quickly, but I had a lot more talking points. I'm not going to hit them all.
Okay.
But that's what we talked about. What we all agreed on is that last night the show was fantastic until the end, where Tara and Joan got into it and got so crazy having fun that they were at such a level and in a zone of being stupid funny that I was not anywhere near that level, and I came back from the bathroom and it got crazy and it got stupid. Basically, we all agreed we were all assholes at the end of last night's show, and then we had a big meeting afterwards for hours, and we learned how to maybe work it better for each other, where we wouldn't have those things happen. And then this show happened. Hey, Chris, I don't need you interrupting this. Hey, listen, also, regulars on the show have a mug. And Tammy, I told you, you're close to being on a mug, so you're close to being a regular. But I just need to find the right picture that I'm going to go, God damn it, that's our Tammy on a mug. I'm gonna come up with it, and when I do, I'll be up with my camera. And that same day, I'm telling you, we're going to figure out something that's slamming for you.
All right.
This one, I just
I'm a pretty tough nut to crack, huh?
There's other people in the chat too. They're saying, "Oh, I should be on a mug." You know, we were actually saying, I think Joan said this too. For people that aren't a regular on the show, that haven't cut their teeth for 6 months or something, we could maybe still put you on a Big Daddy Roadshow mug if you buy it. I don't care what kind of. If you want a custom catered fan mug made, just send us a message and I'll get somebody to whip it up. My daughter helps make up those mugs. Hey, is that a huge mixer behind you? Lee wants me to ask.
Behind me or you?
What, me?
Yeah, you.
Know. Big Daddy, ask Big Daddy, is that a huge mixer behind me? Mixer.
Look over your left shoulder. Left shoulder.
All right, the other shoulder?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's a soundboard? Yeah, it's not a huge one. Okay, yeah, Lee, it's when I do the podcast, I run 4 or 5 channels. It's a good one. It's an oldie, but a goodie. And now we were told that we could just strip the audio from these shows and have them, put into, I guess, MP3s for a podcast, which after I finally got the store working, Tammy, the store is working.
It's about time.
Now I move on to the next phase, trying to get the Sony camera donated to the show. We're going to start getting on the road, using the Sony camera for the show, talking up cameras, trying to sell cameras, anything we talk about on the show, I'm going to try and sell if it's a good product, but through links for the show to try and generate money to create better shows. That makes any sense.
That makes sense.
Then if Sony sends me cameras, ridiculous. It's going to be ridiculous what I'm going to do with that new Sony camera that I want to sell to people that don't know what cameras to buy. You know how many people come up to me as a professional photographer and say, hey, what kind of camera should I buy? Well, what kind of camera person are you? Are you like into hobby pictures? You want to take portraits? What do you want to do? Do you want interchangeable lenses or you want fixed focal point lenses? You know, and then they tell me what they're into, and then I suggest a camera. Well, when I saw this new Sony camera, which I'm not going to mention because I don't want you to go buy it until I get a link where I'm getting credit for you buying it. Because if you buy it through my link, then you get any photography course tips you want. You send me a message, I will either put you on a show where we'll discuss your concerns with the camera, and I'll have you clicking with that camera like Liberace on the piano keys, Tammy.
I hear you.
Do you know what all the buttons do on a camera, on a professional camera?
No, I have no idea.
I fucking do.
Well, it's because you're a professional.
Yeah, but I can help regular people with those cameras figure that shit out. And then when they show off their pictures, they're like, hey, just because I knew how to work this camera, my pictures just got like insanely professional. Then I also want to give tips on photography. Like, hey, here's my number one tip to people that don't know like anything about photography. You ready for it, Tammy?
I'm ready.
Get fucking closer. Get fucking closer. No, with the camera, not you. Like everybody takes a picture. You ever see people when they do, here's my family, and they sit you down at the table. You got to look at all the family pictures, and every picture is like a 4x6, Chris?
Yeah,
4x5. And the
4x6.
picture is the size of my phone, right? But the subject is only in the bottom corner. And I'm like, what the fuck is all this stuff? Like, get closer to your subjects, typically. Some people have the problem of being too close to a subject, and I tell them to back off. Anyway, that's the kind of things we're going to do. If I just kind of nonchalantly bring that into a show, I might say, hey, I'm going to show you some pictures on the show tomorrow. Take them with a Sony camera. I recommend you buy this. If you buy it through my link, you get with me personally. You got a photo coach for life. Whatever your questions are, I'll tell you what that button's for.
You tell me anyway.
I would push your buttons.
You tell me anyway.
Chris, I would tell her anyway. She's right. Yeah, you're right. I'll be honest with you. You wouldn't even have to buy anything through my link. If you asked me nicely, I would show you how to work the camera. That's the fucking douchebag I am. That's why, Chris, we're not millionaires. You want my advice? Buy the fucking camera.
There you go.
But anyway, no, I'm just trying to say that I have so many people helping me, and their bottom line is we got to monetize this show. We can't just keep doing this. I want to be able to throw people, even if it's just little gifts for being a special part of the show. You know, maybe I'd send like Chris, who's never even really, he's popped on. Maybe he walked in the background once in a while, but that voice that everybody's come to love just in the background, like Oz in The Wizard of Oz. That's what we'll call you, Chris. You're Oz.
Oz.
Hashtag Oz. I see him back there pushing buttons and flames shooting out. I am the all-powerful Oz. Lee says, sweet. But yeah, so that, and also the camera, like we literally, it's just, I'm so glad we getting through this crazy weekend, because I still have, and I'm going to spend the next week really pounding out the new Real Talks. All the people are lined up to do the Real Talk conversations. And I have even more people today. I talked to a young lady who was talking about the same thing Sarah ironically came up and talked about when Toys R Us is going under. I don't even know how many Toys R Us stores there are in the country, but apparently it's a lot of fucking stores.
Same with Kmart.
Yeah, Kmart's kind of dropping it. Well, isn't Kmart, Chris, part of Sears?
Yes.
And I think Sears, they've been all these companies have been like just, I don't know if they just didn't weave and dodge with the times. I don't know.
I don't know.
Bruno, you definitely got to forget about it mug. You got it. I'll make sure Morgan's on it or Elsa's on it. And yeah, I was telling Bruno, I'll just tell you, I was telling Joan off the air and Matt that I wish I had guys like you in my earpiece. If something goes crazy on the show, it'd be neat to have Bruno be able to get in my ear like a producer and go, hey, Big Daddy, you know, don't let this cocknobber get you. You know, calm down, breathe, Big Daddy. You're always talking about breathing. Why ain't you breathing now, Big Daddy? Renee, you have a mug. Yeah, if you didn't see your mug exists.
Really tough.
I'm sorry?
Tough. She's getting a mug with her mug on it.
Hey, you know what's funny? Tara got a mug that I ordered for her, and then Joan stole it. Not really. I gave it to her, but Tara's like, you gave away my mug? I gave away somebody's T-shirt, too. Oh, by the way, Bruno, if you're in the chat, did you get your shirt yet? The other guy that won the shirt, remember the guy from Pottsville, Pennsylvania, won the shirt? I ordered and paid for those shirts, and I got the mug for Tara coming to me, and I didn't know if you guys received your thing yet. The kid called me the other day, said he hasn't received it. Then all the shit happened last night. I'm supposed to check the tracking. Can you just tell me, did you get that shirt yet? Because it certainly doesn't take typically, even with regular shipping, usually, unless you live in the middle of friggin' nowhere. Like, Tammy, our UPS deliveries come pretty damn quick in this old town.
Yeah.
And we're not in the main city, but my stuff comes pretty quick. But, you know, if you're out in a remote area or something, maybe you're not going to get it, but for a couple more days. Not yet. Okay, I'm going to check. I'm going to actually take a note. I want to check that. I'll check and make sure, Bruno, but I mean, I
Where's
know
my damn shirt?
everyone. See, it's on the store, Tammy.
No.
No,
I was
Tammy, it's
promised a shirt.
Tammy. Oh, God. See, I forgot that. All right, Tammy. Pick your shirt. God damn it. I'm waiting until the shit's on sale, though.
Whatever. But I've been waiting for, like, ever.
Yeah, here we
Just
go.
like
Now
I've been waiting for my Mickey Mouse stuff.
Now, Chris, we're going to have 50,000 requests for shirts. No, everybody can't have a shirt.
Now, I was promised one a while back.
You're putting me on the spot there, Tammy.
You're
Stop
damn right.
talking. Stop talking, or I'll have to mute you or drop you. Stop talking.
Fine.
In the near future, we're going to have a gong. We're going to have a gong. That's going to be used for like a gong, like people in the chat. Remember on the group page, people would be like, they were looking to gong people. Like, remember originally, if people were doing something real nasty, the group could gong it. If we got 10
What
gongs,
show was that?
that was our show. Oh,
No.
the gong show. Oh, the gong show.
The Gong Show. That's what it was called. Yeah.
Oh my God, it was great. The guy, what was the guy's name in the chat? What was the guy's name that was in the Gong Show? The guy actually claimed, he wrote a book. He claimed that he was working for the CIA, Chris. Did you read his book? What was his name? Little guy, Chuck Barris, I think. Is it Chuck Barris?
Got me.
Chuck Barris. Oh my God, look YouTube videos up of the Gong Show. What a fucked up show. We could do a version of that with my new little table mounted gong, but Joan said I need a gong to just kind of like, if people are being ridiculous, gong. So that way I don't have to
Well,
say
you're going to
anything.
be hitting that gong all the time.
No, I'm not. I'm going to be very selective with when I gong. I'm just not going to be a regular gonger. I'm going to be really selective.
But everybody's stupid, so you're going to be hitting it all the time.
No, I have other things. I have to choke the chicken. Tara wants me to choke the chicken if she's getting out of control. I could just go, Tara, and choke the chicken. And Joan wants me, you know what Joan wants me to do?
What?
She wants me just to look at the camera and go, hey, Joan, shut the fuck up. That's what Joan wants me to say, I swear to God.
That doesn't surprise me with Joan.
Exactly. Bruno is snowboarding in the mountains. Bruno? Georgette says she ordered it from the site and it took 1/2 a week to get it. Is that right? 1/2. That's about what it takes for me to get an order. But what I do is when I order it for people on the show, I always fill out the address with the, like I have them drop ship it right to you guys. So, but still, it should still be just a couple days. Anyway, if it's not coming to you, they took my money, so I'll check into it. But I think you're just a day or so away.
Well, with the storms and stuff, like Renee said, everything's behind.
Tammy, what shirt did you want? You might want to hold off on picking your shirt because now that the store is actually working,
Okay.
there's going to be more products in that store. And when I go, how's my bus coming along? Did we found a cheap bus? Like, I mean, my budget's like not that great, but got to find a bus. I got to be at Briggs.
Working on it.
I'm gonna get all kinds of swag, and I'm gonna wait for those 50% off sales. And I'm gonna tell the fans, I know you got like Gigi, thank you for buying your shirt. Wait for the sales on Zazzle because you can get 3 times as much. Just wait for as soon as you go to the website, you'll notice they have their discount coupon codes. And if I find any, there's sometimes you get them, I don't know what, on Groupon, Tammy, or something. You'll find codes, just go around the internet. If you see any like 50% off deals on for Zazzle, we'll keep that, but the code's only good for a couple of days. But my point is, why would you pay $25 for something you can get for like $12.50? You know,
Right.
Wait it
Well,
out.
anytime I shop online, I always look for codes.
Right. And you know, and then in the future shows, we got the money. I said that you saw little Alexa and Joan said happy birthday to her and stuff. Back when she wrote that cute letter, I raised money with some friends. I got that money off to Ironically, she had me give it to Alexa. And they were going to use it for the water park, but the water park is so friggin' expensive. And then Paul was saying that the food sucks. So they opted to take the kid to Allentown to some fancy birthday thing for younger girls. And the pictures were awesome. She had a blast. And I guess
cool.
I gave her, we collected like $250 and we gave it to her.
That's awesome.
Some people donated and didn't send me the money. And I don't know if that's never going to come, but I covered it anyway. And then what happened was Paul's mother is like in her 80s. And when my friend Paul says he's sending money, I knew the money's coming, but it didn't come. And I'm like, Paul, I hate to be a dick, but like, dude, your donation didn't come. He's like, oh, my 80-year-old mother knocked the envelope behind the kitchen or the dining room. What do you call those things? Like a buffet?
Yeah.
So he felt so bad. He sent me an extra $100 just to give away prizes on future shows.
Oh, that was nice.
Isn't that cool? Yeah, I have a lot of people that help out with the show, believe me.
There are
Believe
some
that.
nice people
Believe
still in
that.
the world.
What's up?
There are still some nice people out in this world.
Paul's one of them. Okay,
Yeah.
so. Oh, yeah. Well, it's the same thing, Joan. She said, Joan saying no. I said make a flashcard that says it. What's the same thing? I mean, she wants me to hold up a flashcard. Now I need flashcards, Tammy.
I got some. You want some?
I need you. Could you just make them for me?
Sure.
Hey, Joan, shut the fuck up and put a little stick on it so I can hold it up. It'll just be for Joan. And
Gotcha.
I'll have like a whole tray of different things, different cards I can hold up for Joan. Maybe Matt too.
Maybe, Matt.
Hey, Matt, Google this. So what else is going on?
Oh, just living the dream here in the brook.
Mm-hmm. So you wanted the recap. So
Yeah.
oh, this is another one, and this came from Joan. She said to explain to people that there's not one pro on this show. When we come live, like Tammy, you're not a professional actress.
No.
You're not a professional comedian.
No.
You're not a professional political activist or political speaker.
Nope.
And yet you crush it when you come on my show. Weird.
I don't know.
This show is a show of non-professionals. It's an improv group, kind of a fun group. Nobody's getting paid. We're on a shoestring budget. We'd love to do more things and be more creative. And, but slower is faster. Basically, we said we're winging it. We're a growing show of improv talk and just interacting with the chat. And at times it gets maddening. It's crazy at times. Again, this is a video for the new people. I'm convinced that the new people need some kind of like primer for this show, Tammy. I'm convinced of it. You can't just come on this show and get it.
No, you can't.
So I said also,
You need,
show
like,
will
some
need,
credits in the beginning that says warning. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I usually put up like parental advisory, that kind of thing.
that kind of stuff.
Yeah, like we need a lot of disclaimer. We need like a half hour of disclaimers. Like, for instance, don't do what Joan does. Definitely don't do what Justin does.
Don't do what Sarah does.
Yes. The thoughts and opinions of the guests of the Big Daddy Road Show are not necessarily the opinions and thoughts of the show or the show's owners. Blah, blah, blah. All those kind of things. Fuck it. Why don't we just say it's a stupid show? Late shows are adult/crazy.
The beginning of the Star Wars movies where they have like the storyline that just goes up the screen?
Up on an
That's
angle?
what we need.
You're right. We need angled text. I'm going to write that down. No, I'm not.
See?
We also said that the Big Daddy Road Show is big on hashtags. So when people say things funny or ridiculous or intriguing or maybe insightful, we might make a hashtag out of it. We've been doing it for quite a while, and we have some killer hashtags, like hashtag Dave's Dick. Hashtag BDRS. I'm sorry?
Hashtag what I miss.
Hashtag fuck Matt.
Hashtag bitches are crazy.
Hashtag bitches are crazy is a good one. That's a keeper. That's a fucking keeper. Anyway, hashtags are a big part of the show and the silliness of the Big Daddy Road Show. That's why you'll see it on our artwork and our coffee mugs. And also, and this is important, busting balls is a big part of the late shows. So anything BDRS after 9 p.m., it's a ball busting show. And we were also
You can
explaining
give
how
it, but can't take it. Don't even watch the show.
right, but we were also talking about how sometimes regulars come on and we're busting balls so bad that the other people think that you're serious when you're ball busting, and it's an easy show for that kind of stuff to get mixed up, and then the train's off the rails and nobody believes each other and it's all fucked up, and that's what happened last night, kind of, sort of. So, and almost done here, Tammy, so you can kind of know what we all talked about. Oh, yeah. In the future, Big Daddy will be coming on and lightly suggest maybe some new show directions. Please, we'll ask you to respect that. I will do my best to get it to the cast members well in advance of any implemented changes. I just got to be ready to change things. I can't, like, if I get a phone call and they want me to not to do something, standards
we should have to sign something with that.
You should sign something. Just, you know what you should sign?
What's that?
I think everybody watching this show should sign their property over to the show. I think we should start a church, and to join the church, you got to sign everything over to Big Daddy.
Sounds like a cult, not a church.
All right. Well, it's just a random thought that came into my head. Maybe that's not the way to go. Maybe you just buy a T-shirt or a mug. I don't know. This was something we said. A lot of people coming to the show don't realize that. Yes, while we are a talk show and it's serious at times, this show will flip in a second's notice. It'll go from like something super serious that people will be talking about at like your grandmother's kitchen table, and then it's like you're in the seediest bar room in Louisiana with strippers sitting next to you, in like 2 seconds flat.
Topics change randomly.
Thank you. Very key hashtag is hashtag BDRS. If anybody's on Twitter or YouTube, please use that. That's how we get, if anybody wants to like show people Twitter things, just hashtag BDRS, and all our BDRS Twitter feeds should come up, and they could just choose the shows they want or podcasts they want. Tammy, some shows are serious and some shows are just super fucking goofy.
Yeah.
And Matt said it best. Hey, listen, quit your bitching.
Right.
Quit your bitching. You came here, you wanted stupid, you got it. Stupid with a side of serious.
There you go.
Stupid with a side of serious. There's a hashtag for you. And that's it. That's what you missed. And then everybody came on and we all sang Kumbaya, held hands.
Oh, I missed that.
I asked Joan to do a deep breathing exercise. Hey, Tammy, sit up straight. Shoulders back and a deep breath. Tell me you don't feel 100% better.
I do. I feel fabulous.
Joan refuses to do that for me. Bruno says hashtag strippers lives matter. Okay, Lee, I can't. Lee is posting things in my group page. Lee, he says, if you like disclaimers, Big Daddy, you should like the video I posted for you to approve. Joan, did you look to approve that video? Joan does most of the approving of videos. I don't really have time, but when I do get in there, and I do, sometimes I do not approve certain posts. They're too, like, I don't want, like, gross, we don't want nudity. That's another thing. That's another disclaimer. No nudity on the Facebook shows because it just doesn't help us. Now, on these... Porn. Oh, my God, no. What the fuck? No, this is what okay, what you just said there, child porn, right? That's the instance on the other show, Real Talk, where I'm going to let the F word fly or something. I don't want that show to be full of dirty words, but like if one of my guests comes on and their kids were affected by that and they wanted to vent, I would let them do that. But Real Talk is more serious conversations on specific topics. That's the other thing we mentioned, Tammy. If we're on Real Talk, we need everybody to be on their best behavior. And we are going to drop people because I have this audience, but I have all these different types of shows. Real Talk was made because not always does Big Daddy want to talk about crazy shit all the time. So when I get burnt out, I actually sway to the Real Talks where, and again, John has reconfirmed he is coming. The pharmacist with the ladies talk and the health for women, that show is still happening. We had some people, some trolls that were reaching out to him trying to keep him from being on the show, but he's decided he's going to come on the show. And I'm like, fucking rock and roll, John. Thank you.
Awesome.
But that's going to be on a show that's clean. But I don't want John on the Big Daddy Roadshow shows late at night because it's not going to make him look good politically.
Right.
Even though everybody that's voting for these politicians and the politicians themselves and most corporate people and office people are pretty much the same as us, except for those super church rollers. You know? And my opinion on super duper church rolling people, let them be. Let it be.
I agree.
To each their own. Lee says there is no nudity or anything like that. It's from my future show software, which is why I directed it to you, Big Daddy. Okay, thanks, Lee.
Oh yeah, check that shit
by the
out.
way, if anybody posts something, trust me, nobody's more thorough than Joan. So if there is something that is Joan's very smart. So Joan's going to see something like that, Lee, and she would make sure I seen that. I'm almost convinced she would make sure I got to see if it's something with software or something like that. Yeah, Keith, you are going to be on Real Talk. You know, Keith was talking the other day, Tammy, about depression and anxiety. And Keith, our race car driver, has problems with that at times. And it's not.
I have anxiety, believe it or not.
I had anxiety last night. Chris, I'm talking. Well, Chris, I'll tell you why. Because last night I'm so passionate about trying to figure this show out. Last night I was telling the girls I didn't cry, but I got all emotional, and there was tears in my eyes last night because I was so frustrated at not being able to be better at my keeping everybody happy.
You're not going to keep everybody happy. Nobody's going to be happy.
Stop saying that. That's what the girls were yelling at me last night. But the bottom line is Okay, I swear to God, I'm taking the mic out of the fucking mic stand now. Will you listen
here
to me?
we go.
No, I'm just saying it's fucked up because you don't look at.
Dude, you're one person. You cannot make everyone happy.
Okay, good. You know what? From now on, I don't want fucking nobody happy. Fuck off. There you go. Problem solved.
There you go.
Well, this is now the Miserable Show with Big Daddy. Fuck off.
Hashtag fuck off.
Lee says, it's in your hands, Joan. Big Daddy threw you under the bus. No, Lee, I'm not throwing her under the seat. Now Lee's getting on my shit. No, I'm saying that she became a moderator. She was just telling me one of our after show meetings, like what? She's been a moderator now for about 2 months. Hey, she's right. The board, Tammy, have you noticed that the fan group page has a lot of new people posting? And then today, like Tara was getting up in some shit with people. Moving forward, the fan group page, I can't keep up with the chat here, and I don't have time. I do scroll through it. I do approve some posts. You'll see my name when I approve them. Mm-hmm. When I'm awake, Joan's asleep, maybe kind of that kind of thing. But mostly it's Joan. Also, new member requests. Joan goes and checks out pages. We don't want those pages where it's some dude with one picture on his profile that the only reason he's joining this group is to spam my ladies or try to sell you something. We don't want those people. So Joan's screening stuff like that. And I know, Lee, that's the other thing. People in the chat, that's the reason we said that on this show, too. The chat is actually a part of the show. And it's a live show. So for a live show, to allow the chat to be such a part of the show, it gets kind of fucked up. It gets fucked up to where people think their name should be on a cup, which, by the way, I know I'm selling out here. But if you guys want your name on a custom Big Daddy Roadshow cup, hey, let me know. I'll put your name on a cup, but you're going to pay for it. I'm not just going to start making cups for everybody because, they even said, too, Matt saying, hey, the show's going to grow and we want to get new people on so that the show keeps being cultivated and new people to talk to. And I also want to keep doing these bits and skits. And Joan, if you notice him with the tape over her mouth and stuff, if I just do what Joan tells me to do, even if it's ridiculous, you guys will be pissing your pants. Am I ready to just say, Joan, tell me what to do? No, I'm petrified to do that. Fucking petrified. But I might do it. Okay, Joan said, Lee, you said that he had to approve it, so it's waiting on him. So I don't know what that means, Joan. Does that mean that it's
risky? You under the bus.
Well, no, she might be saying that she doesn't feel comfortable approving it. Maybe. Of course, I'm assuming here. Anyway, there are some that we question. So if she's not going to approve something, she might leave it there for me to see it hours later.
True.
Pretty much we don't. Like, basically, we don't want nudity. We don't want people coming on. Or, you know what I don't want? Recently, I've been seeing people will just post. Like, I don't want people to come on and spam our page. Like, if you're like for instance, Froblo has supposedly been talking us up, but I don't know. Is he? I don't have any way of policing that, really. If I see new names, everybody said, hey, Froblo sent me. But, be a little active. Help people help promote the pages. Let me see you sharing some stuff. And then if you keep doing that, hey, you scratch my back, I'll scratch your back. I might even have you up to promote your show. There's been a lot of people I've started and helped get a lot more viewers to the show. I like doing that for people, too. Okay, nope, it's just as simple as Lee wants me to approve it. Okay, Lee, so guess what? I ain't approving shit during a live show, Lee, so suck a bag of dicks, Lee. And Tammy's down. Oh, no, she's not. What is today's date? What's going on for St. Patty's Day? They're starting the parades and stuff, right?
The parade was in Scranton today.
I
think there's one in Jim Thorpe tomorrow.
Jesus Christ, what time?
I don't know.
We're not prepared for
around
this.
11.
Why isn't it next week? It's only the 10th.
I don't know.
The fuck is wrong? Why do we kind of fuck with
They
holiday
didn't get
dates?
approved for those days, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, you got to get a street approval, probably.
Probably.
Hey, St. Patty's Day
everybody wants their
Parade. St. Patty's Day Parade is going to be held in April this year. No,
Make sure you pay for your permits because we need that money.
Okay, Lee says, see what you did? You said suck a bag of dicks and Tammy loses it.
Right?
What are you playing with, a spinner?
Yeah, fidget spinner.
No, go ahead, do it. It's just like that hula hoop girl. I was checking her out the other day. She must have been like a warm day. She was out in the sunset doing it. And all I could do with, what is it? Hashtag Luna Happy Moon. All I could do with her is just kind of watch her hula hoop.
Well, what else are you going to do?
But every time I do it, if you just really pay attention to her, it's amazing how many different things she could do with a damn hula hoop. Shout out to hashtag Luna, what is it? Luna Happy Moon.
Something like that. I remember the Luna part. That's it.
Hashtag Super Duper Looper. Lunar Moon. I don't know. April Fools.
Oh, that would be a good show. April Fool's jokes.
Yeah. Well, we want to do
April Fool's jokes.
We want to do. Listen, this is the thing. This is why we ain't got no time for the shit that went down last night. This is why we got to up our game. We have so many things. Like somebody was saying, I think it was. I always get confused. So many people throw me ideas. I think it was Tara. She said, "Why don't we play two lies and the truth? Is there such a game? You basically you have to say two lies and one thing that's the truth, and then the audience, the chat would have to decide is Tammy telling the truth."
Oh, okay.
You think you could do that?
Yeah.
All right. You think you can, if I gave you like a few minutes to think about it, you could just give a test run, give us two things, take some time. I'm going to talk a little bit. Give us two little things that you got to try and make it sound believable, but it's a lie. And then give us something that's real. And then the people have to decide what's real and what's a lie.
Okay. So two things that are a lie, one thing that's the truth.
Right.
Okay.
And then, let me think about it. And when you're ready, I guess we can at least, it's just a dry run. But that was one idea for at least a portion of a Friday Night Free-for-All.
Okay.
Do you remember the night when I brought up the antiques and everybody was like, I got that and I got this? That was a very popular show. That got lots of views. That's still getting views.
That's cool.
Crazy.
I'm still waiting for my antiques that are Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, I know. I got that. That's noted. I believe I told you, just like Joan with the snarky answer towards Lee about approving his message. I think I mentioned to you, just tell me whatever day you want. I'll give you the key and you can go back there and root through the piles. They're back there.
And I told you I'll get lost and you guys are going to have to send out the search crew.
And I told you that I tried to get them the day I offered them to you, but then you kind of drug your ass and never got them. And then they got shifted by kids.
Oh, I don't want to hear it.
Did you ever see how many truckloads of stuff I brought in when I was selling stuff out of there? Like, man, did you ever see? how high I had things.
People putting important things on the side where you know where it is, like important papers or your favorite pair of pants.
I have heard people like that, yes, but I'm not that people. I was like, hey, Tammy, I found these cool things. They were in a $1 lot box, but they're pretty cool. I'm not saying they're worth $1 million, but they were really unique, and they are unique. And when I hope, you know what? Maybe I'll try and find them so I could just sarcastically hold them up to the screen and show people what I'm giving you.
Oh.
And then maybe you'll feel bad that finally you got them. And I was thinking, just the fact that I was thinking about them and just giving them to you, just because I do you like Mickey. And now look at you torturing me because you were sitting on your ass and you didn't come up and get them the day I offered them to you. Huh.
Well,
it's weird how you're turning it on me.
Everything?
Drop everything, baby, if you want it. You like Mickey Mouse the way you do. Folks, she likes Mickey Mouse to a degree of throwing up Mickey Mouse.
Hey, he's tattooed on me. Just saying.
Prank phone call show. I'll tell you what I'll do. Here's what I'll do. Because I know I'm not going to enjoy where you fucking rock stars are going to take that. Lee, I will be totally down with a prank telephone show if I could just kind of just comment like Chris in the background and not be involved. Like I would let the people in the chat can decide who would be involved in the prank calls.
I like doing prank calls.
I'm not into prank calls.
Yo, they have this app for that, and it's like amazing. It's funny.
What? I'm reading Tara's long-winded paragraph, and God bless her, it's about her kid and having an hour-long conversation. But
what?
Mom.
Ice cream sandwich now.
You already had an ice cream today.
What?
Another one.
All right, if you give me a peanut butter egg.
A little deal made by Mom to get some stuff
Hey,
shifted.
I made peanut butter eggs, so.
I want none of them. I am doing so good. Other than the fact that I guess my calories dived last night. I don't know. I wasn't feeling right.
Yeah, I want peanut butter egg. Give me a peanut butter egg, please.
Anyway, if you guys want to do a prank show, Joan, Lee, I'll put Lee as the committee chairman for putting that together. And if you guys could figure out a way to patch it in, or, the other day, Joan called live and Tammy, I was able to put the phone up against the microphone, and everybody heard Joan flipping out at Froblo when he was ripping into Tara's nasty hair.
Oh, yeah? Where does he have the right to say anything about Tara's hair? Has he looked in the mirror lately?
Hi, buddy.
I'm just saying.
Way to get the ice cream. Hey, try to jam more food in your mouth.
Yo, it's my peanut butter eggs that I just made.
Nice. Huh? No, thank you. You know who likes those? Joan. You get a couple to me, I'll get them to Joan.
I'll take them to Joan.
I was looking for an excuse to get with Joan. Thanks a lot.
I know what you were doing. I was fucking blocking you.
Blocking me. Nice. Oh, another thing. I'm getting people telling me they don't like my little blue light on my microphone. That's really pissing me off.
I like how it shines on your chest.
Yeah, but apparently I didn't realize, is it actually annoying when it goes in the lens? Like, is that bothersome?
Yeah, that's annoying.
Why is that annoying?
Because it's like a blinding, piercing light.
It is blinding. So you're finding yourself looking and going like that.
Mm-hmm.
I also don't know about this orange cover. I don't know. Just gonna get rid of that. I don't know. Maybe
no, put the orange back on.
See, Lee, I like the blue light too. Lee likes the blue light.
I like it. I just don't like being blinded with it.
You got a message on the screen, Tammy.
I see that. I'm making more tomorrow, Joan.
Tara said that Froblo should see her hair today.
Froblo couldn't even say nothing about anybody's hair.
Tara's not in the mood to go live, I guess.
Well, like I said, he shouldn't be saying anything about anybody's hair.
All right, but I dropped him right away. You know, it's weird. How come I was able to drop him so quick, but then when the shit hit the fan at the end of the show with the craziness that ensued, You know, if I would have just hit the mute button or dump, God. But then again, we wouldn't have had this growth that we're having this weekend with all these adult.
You have the power. Use it.
Dude.
Use it.
Listen to me. Hashtag listen.
The power is with you, Big Daddy. You know, like the Force.
Do you realize, though, that there is just a few things that kind of get me like kryptonite gets Superman?
I like how you get all close when you're getting serious.
I wasn't even serious.
But you were sort of, kind of.
Tara says she doesn't have a link. Tara, you have to request a link. Everybody in the damn chat has the link.
Joan, damn link.
Joan, send Tara a fucking link.
I'll do it.
Tara and Joan were all buddy last night after the show, busting my balls. Oh, if only you guys could have seen that. That's what needed to be on the show. Oh, baby. What a show it was. The after show. Well,
I'm sorry I fell asleep.
I am sorry you fell asleep too. Maybe you could have saved me from that fiasco.
Well, I'm sorry that I get up at 3 o'clock in the morning to go to work for 4:30.
See, here's the thing. Now you guys are all going about how I have the power, but if I use power, then I'm no good for using the power. Oh my God!
What the fuck good are you?
You know what? Tara's right. Her hair's just, you know what? It's almost as bad as yesterday. I'll just still bring her live though. Fuck it. Let's do this. Tara,
I did my hair just for you, and my
Tara,
makeup might be running down my face too. So,
is her mouth going?
Yeah, you don't hear her?
No.
You might have to leave and come back in.
I don't even see her.
Okay, well, here's what I'm going to do. Tara, you say hello to everybody real quick. After I reboot the show, Tammy, you leave and come back, and it'll all be better in 30 seconds, okay?
All right, I'm going bye-bye.
All right, you'll be back in a few seconds. Tara, when I reboot, you just say hello to everybody in chat, and I'll be back in seconds.
hello everybody. I'm back. I'm back tonight, and you know what I've learned? I learned to keep my mouth shut. I've learned I have to let other people talk, which is going to be hard for me, but I think I got this under control. I think I could do it. So I was up late last night till about 4, got 2 hours of sleep, which really sucked. Had to work 9 hours today. I came home and died for 5 hours. I just woke up. So that's why I look like shit. Not that I really care or anything, but it's whatever.
It's whatever.
Very, it was so cute. Riley, she actually pooped on the potty today at Nona's.
All right.
Yes. Let's give her a round of applause for that.
Don't give her the tablet yet. She's got to prove herself.
No. I said she has to poop at home for the tablet. She can't be pooping in other potties. She got to poop at home.
This could be a big thing for you. This could be a big stress reliever for you if this kid figures out this pooping on the potty.
This would be amazing. But she had me on the phone for 45 minutes, an hour. She was so excited to tell me that she pooped.
You know what?
Nona took her to the movies.
You know what's weird? Any more in the future, if I take a good poop, can I get on a show and just talk to you about it? If I'm proud about it?
No, well, I'm sorry. This is a big thing in my life.
I'm thrilled. I'm trying to be funny. You think I'm being serious? I'm not actually going to call you when I poop, Tara. It's not going to happen.
No, but hey,
Tammy,
this is a big thing.
Yeah, I can hear her. I can see her. Hi, Tara.
Tara,
like my hair?
That's hot.
Tara, can you see her?
2 different colors. It's going natural gray and black.
I think it's hot.
I'm trying to grow my natural hair out, I think. I mean, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But the natural, I know, I'm going to want the black back. It does something to my soul when my hair is black.
That's a dark soul that you have.
I'm so fucking jealous that you're shoving that egg in your mouth and enjoying I see how happy you are as you're eating it.
Dude, I was making them.
I'm so jealous. I will DM you my address and you could leave some eggs on my porch.
Dude, I know where you work. I could go there when you're working and give you some.
Can I just say that it seems to me that a lot of the people in this network of BDRS regulars are just a real bunch of like holiday moochers. If anybody's making Easter pies, ladies, Big Daddy will pay for the pie. I love Easter pie, but I only buy like one or two. They're like $30 a pop, $35 a pop, 40
We get
bucks
ours
a
from
pop.
the
No.
cheese store.
Chris got
Pretty good.
Easter pie somewhere, and I think it was like $20. It was a decent size.
As long as it's old school good. I mean, those old timers
was
know how to
good.
do it.
I don't like the people that use the fillers, like the pasta or whatever. They
No.
No, I don't think it needs
No,
pasta.
but did you ever get one like that? They are the
No.
Never.
worst.
That's not an Easter pie.
To me, that's not. No, exactly. I
Exactly.
No,
can't
the
stand
Easter
when people
pie
do
is the
that.
meat, the cheese, the egg,
Oh my god, yeah. It's
Yeah.
worth the $30. It really is. In my house, if it lasts till Easter, we're lucky. We usually get that pie and eat that shit right up.
Hey, next Friday gives us a week to prepare for this shit. How about we have Tara and Joan on the show together?
Is that safe?
Apparently not, but
No, it's totally safe. Next Friday,
Do you remember your safe word?
pineapple. Not only do I remember my safe word, I'm probably going to have a gong. I want to be able to test it if I do lose my shit that I just drop you. I can't wait to drop you, Tara, and then I don't have
No
to feel bad
wonder
about it.
I feel like there's something wrong and I can't see.
Oh shit. Anyway, next Friday if they're up
the
for it.
world's a little clearer in my life now. No, I was like, what the fuck is wrong with me?
What's the matter?
Like nothing's right. I have my glasses on.
what is
Oh,
wrong
you
with
know-
you?
I'm tired. I worked all week, 6 days. That's a lot for me. I work 32 hours usually a week, but I worked every single day. And I got 2 hours sleep because I was on the phone last night with my besties.
Oh, just say it.
Don't be scared. We know who you're talking about.
Listen to me. We had our first threesome last night, okay?
Yeah.
How was it?
Oh my God, we were talking so dirty off the air. It was disgusting. But you know what? That's when
Why don't you bring me an Easter egg? Hey.
Alex, Tara's talking to you.
You want to bring me a peanut butter Easter egg? You're delivering?
No.
You're not sharing? That's not nice.
well, that went over well.
Hey, he'll bring you a peanut butter egg if you give him ice cream. That always works.
That's a deal. That's a deal. We got ice cream at the store.
Kid, go
We
for
got
the
ice cream
kiss.
at the
Go
store.
for the kiss, kid. Go for the kiss.
Monday night, I'm there. Monday night,
Go
3 to
for the-
11.
Go for the
You can
hug
have
and kiss.
whatever ice cream you want.
No,
Thank you.
pass on the ice cream, kid. Go for the hug and kiss.
I'll give you a hug and kiss.
Yeah.
Just on the cheek, though.
Just on the cheek.
Oh boy. All right, beat it, kid.
All right,
is
Tara,
a-
stop flirting with my kid. He's only 10.
This is an adult show, kid.
Cute.
Beat it. He is cute.
Thank you.
He's a good kid too. He's like one of the
Do
kids.
you
that
like
is-
school?
Oh, you still okay?
Yeah, you like school? Good job. Stay in school, be smart, go to college.
Yeah. Either that
Oh,
or go
Joan.
to the military.
Joan, Tara Jones saying that the cats on the head were the best part. This meeting we had was so serious because here's what.
Yeah,
can you break,
nothing like-
can you break it down for them? Here's what happened. There's going to be different variances of this story. By the way, the girls are going to have their side of the story, and Big Daddy's going to have his side of the story.
Nothing like having a serious convo with pussies on your head. I mean, really.
Speaking of pussies and
Each his
cats, I think Steve French should have his own show. Just saying.
There's so many people like that. People, cats, characters that got to come back. Steve French was very popular on the show, but the thing is, my cat is Pets. That cat was given to E-Dog, but then when he left the cat behind, and he's still a cat, family cat, but he's just he's all over the damn place.
I
Steve
want to
French.
get a cat. I'm not allowed.
I got a cat for you, Steve French. You can have him, and he'll.
Oh my
he'll
God,
put him
Steve French would be awesome.
He really is a cool cat. Steve French is cool.
I don't think Dice will like him.
Who cares? It's Steve French.
Hey, Froblo, what's going on? Lee's saying, hey, Fro, good to see you. Hey, Fro, when you send people to the show, let them know.
Oh, Fro, look at my hair. It's even worse than last night.
Oh, God.
I did it just for you.
No, you did not. You did not.
Did you clean your damn room yet?
Is it just me or does my stomach look extremely sexy tonight?
It's the chest hairs.
I can't wait until you guys see what Keith St. Clair Speed Racer does to me. Tara, you know how you call me in the middle of the night? This kid calls me.
Is he going to shave your eyebrows?
No, listen to what he does. He's in the kitchen. He's not in the kitchen. He's in his bathroom, right? And
I heard this.
He's in the. Oh, you did? Well, anyway, he's in his bathroom and he's cleaning out his ears with his like little Q-tips. And he's like, "Hey, Big Daddy, what's going on?" And today he got me, and we did a commercial earlier, Tara, because he's like, "What happened with the show last night, man?" I'm like, "I don't know. The girls went ape shit nuts, and I lost my shit."
Don't blame us.
We could totally blame you. Wait a
He's
second.
been blaming you guys all night.
No, I have not. Even
wait.
Wait.
There's my story.
Even
There's Joan's story. There's the truth, and then there's BD's story. We all have different perceptions of how that went down.
Yeah, it's called.
Well, everybody can just rewatch the show and figure it out on their own.
It's called a female brain and a man's brain.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said
but
it.
You're like Oz. You have all the power. So mute me. Mute me, drop me, whatever.
Whatever. She can do what she wants.
I just muted her. Can't hear her now.
You're terrible.
This is working. Look at her. This is working.
Flip them off now, Tara.
She's back. We can hear you now.
Oh, I just asked all over myself.
Hey, Froblo says, it was my fault. I was drunk and out of line. Hey, Froblo, it's a good week to fuck up on the BDRS. Last night, we all royally fucked up, even Tara, but she's not really copping up to it. But she did, and we did, and we all
Okay, so I talked over you, just like now.
Boom!
I just muted her, Tammy.
Again?
This is fun.
You look like you're having fun.
All of a sudden, I'm like, if I just would have known to do this last night, but I'm so grateful for last night.
Hashtag I muted her again.
Hashtag Big Daddy's got the power. Tara, how come people tell me I have the power, use it, but then if I use the power, I'm an asshole? I don't get it.
I don't know if you can you hear me now?
Yes.
Hey, Fro, if you want the link, if Fro wants to come on and give a heartfelt apology to Princess Tara, then
we didn't have my coronation yet.
If we were supposed to have it today, but your crazy antics last night fucked all that shit up.
My crazy antics. No.
It's almost like you don't want this crown. Anyway, Fro, I publicly apologize to Big Daddy Tara. Yeah, but the thing is, though, Fro, you got to watch. We don't give like 3 strikes, do we, Tammy? Sometimes I give so many warnings, and Joan's always she's like radical in the chat when people are out of line. If Joan starts getting on you, or if Bruno gets on you in the chat,
you're done.
No, you're not done, but you're given fair warning.
Forget about it.
So, yes, even though Tara comes on with hair that's not up to Friday night dancing, because she's working and she has 2 kids and one with special needs, and she's super tired because there's a girl at work that's she has to cover her shifts. And this is what I was trying to say. We bust balls, but don't be rude. Like last night. Oh, by the way, people called you out on it too. When you said, "Oh, Big Daddy, you take forever to answer." Ha! Matthew said, who was on the same show, said, "Big Daddy, I like when you dramatically pause." And Tammy said earlier on this show, "I like it when you lean in and get all serious." But no, Tara's just looking for anything to bust my balls and tweak. Once she knows she's got me, Tammy, fucking gotta keep going at it.
She's got a grip and she ain't letting go.
Listen, I'm like, Tara, get off my balls. No, Big Daddy, they're in my hands.
That's what she says. I have the power.
Reason 3,713 why I'm single.
But you know what though? I just hope that you actually give a sincere, "Oh my God, Big Daddy, I'm so sorry." when I one day hand you a fucking Birkin, even if it's used and it's only $8,000, I don't give a shit.
I didn't realize I was doing it because I was having such a great time.
I know you missed the early part of the show, but this whole show is about teaching new people what is the Big Daddy Road Show. And me and Joan and Matt discussed it and had a whole bullet list agenda, and you missed it all because that's the way you roll. You just roll into the show like a queen, a princess, and you just...
I was sleeping. You know...
Well, everybody gets criticized for sleeping.
Hey, I was up until 5 or 6, and then I didn't go to bed until 9. I had to put...
Okay,
Tammy,
you didn't go to work for 9 hours.
Tammy, after the show, right? After the show, I just sit here and I meditate, and I literally am so freaked out. I told you guys this earlier. And then these two pop up on my... I didn't even know Messenger could do 2 split screens. I had 2 bitches on my DM, and they're like calling me. And I'm like, wait.
You slid in.
You slid
like
in.
A wet dick.
Right on.
So they're both. So what do I see now after an hour of just calming down and getting zen? I see these 2 girls smirking at me, and they look like the.
You were not zen. Don't lie to anybody. You were not zen by the time I zen to you.
Oh yeah. So you want to talk shit about how you busted my balls in private chat, and then I called you and yelled at you because you're just being. At that point, you were just grinding my nuts so hard. Anyway,
you hung up on me.
It was very. I was told by you guys to hang up on you guys. See what they do to me, Tammy? Drop me. Hang up on me. Just don't yell at me. Oh, no, I won't yell at you, but you torture me for an hour, and then I'll just go like this. I told John I'll just go like this. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, lady. I'm sorry.
That's actually creepy. Don't do that.
Fuck that. Exactly. That's creepy. No man's going to do that. I'm going to tell Tara to pound sand sometimes. And Joan, and they're going to tell me to pound sand sometimes. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
What happened last night, Terry? You missed it. You guys were hitting an apex. It was just you guys were hitting you guys were on fire.
Aaron, I think you have a crush.
Hi.
Don't look her in the eyes.
I'm going to give you ice cream on Monday if you come visit.
What the hell?
Okay, you little ham, get going.
Anything you'll do for a peanut butter egg?
Hey, my kid's girl crazy, so.
Maybe he likes the way my hair is and like fro.
Oh, see, Froblo says Joan ripped him a new asshole. See, if you're in chat and you get ripped out by Joan, that's your fair warning because she's a moderator. She could drop you. And you just like going back in the beginning of the show. I don't want to drop anybody, but if you're constantly fucking up chat or just being rude, and that was really the big thing that jammed me up yesterday, Tara. I had just defended you with your hair.
Rude. I wasn't being rude though.
I didn't throw a new asshole, and he's still like not crying. I'd be crying.
Who's crying?
Me too.
I said Joan ripped Fro a new asshole, and he's not crying still. I'd be crying.
I don't even know where we are in chat.
You don't know where we are in life.
Matthew says, Big Daddy, I'll take the crown. Hashtag fuck Tara. I like what you're doing right now, Matthew.
Oh, you gonna let Matt get away with that, Tara?
You're all against me. I get it. It's all right. You'll see at the coronation.
Hey,
Tara,
I'm just here in the middle.
Tara, I had within milliseconds of Froblo ripping into you. I had your back and had him gone. I don't know why I didn't do the same thing when you were just getting all bitchy last night.
Exactly.
Right.
You're the great and powerful odds.
I have to go back and really watch this show to see what happened.
That's what everybody does. This is why Matt's like, hey, Big Daddy, I wonder what the next video's views are going to be. Because if the word gets out, and trust me, the word got out, every time something fucked up happens on this show, I know because last night, Tara, I had more titties slide into my DM, and I was like, you know what? As shitty as this night is, boobs everywhere. Fans of the show, ladies that don't bitch and moan like you, Tara, boobies.
I don't have
Garage.
boobies. I wish I had
Girl.
boobies.
Hashtag Garage
I
Girl.
wish I didn't.
I caused a little stir on my post today.
Yeah, and that was interesting. The day after, like having me up till 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
What? And I'm not even again. Don't misunderstand. I told Joan, I think that post, while it's crazy, it actually has a message, and they kind of use shock value. They use shock value to get a good message across.
Yes, exactly. Do I want my 4-year-old or 14-year-old cursing like that? No, I don't. But they were saying the truth. Right. Yes, it's shock value. Yes, it was young girls in princess outfits and tiaras cursing.
Right.
Yeah.
But would they really have listened to somebody like me saying that?
No, everybody check it out. Tara's ignoring another man showing the lady his car.
Sorry. What is that?
That looks like a Camaro.
A Camaro? I was going to say like a Chevelle or something.
It's Bumblebee.
Oh my God. It's, the Transformer thing. I have 2 girls. I'm not good with boy stuff. Just throw that out there.
That's all right. I can teach you.
Aww.
Okay, seriously, Tammy, you know I love your kid, but let's ditch
Hey,
him.
I can't help it. He loves Tara.
I know, but Froblow's here, and I don't know what's going to happen.
All right, you got to go because Fro's on.
Huh?
You got to go. I'll let you know when it's safe. You can come and see Tara again. I'll let you know when it's safe. All right,
now I have to actually thank
JoJo.
Now I have to thank Joan and Matt and Tara for all the boobies I got last night.
You're welcome.
I can't just get boobies on my, they just felt bad for me. Hey, Fro, what's happening?
What's up, man? Hey,
Fro, what did you do?
Just like Big Daddy said, you got to watch the show from last night. First off, I want to truly apologize to you, Big Daddy, for disrespecting your show. I want to apologize to you, Tara, for kind of going off, and to Joan, Mama Joan. Man, you really made me, you ripped me such a new asshole, man. I shit myself.
Who did that?
You should still be crying.
You know what? That does not shock me that it was Joan. I get my asshole routed up by Joan about things.
You know,
she's good at it. Froblow, she's good at it. Let's just be honest. Let's be real men here.
She is, man. And I listened to her whole phone call, and dude, you know, I was out of line, and I apologize, man.
Wait a second, Terry. She actually called him. She called you?
No. When you put Joan on speakerphone.
Oh, you heard her on the phone on the show. That was the first time ever we had a phone call. Maybe we could do prank calls like that.
Man, well, I'll tell you what, man. I ain't gonna lie. She kind of put me in my place, and it made me start thinking about where I'm going. So tonight, I'm not drunk. All right.
Booze is a problem on this show. It is. Booze is a problem. Drugs, like heavy drugs, is a problem on this show, like meth and,
You don't want no tweakers out there on the show.
I don't do hard drugs. I drink my light beer and I smoke weed. But last night, I drank too many beers and smoked too much weed, and I just went overboard.
You had your beer goggles on, and my hair wasn't doing it for you, huh, Fro?
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
You know what, though, Fro? Here's what I've learned, because I'm around Tara quite a bit. I like to like Tara the way she is, any way she is, right? Actually, I like to like anybody like that. So then when I look at Tara, I go, she's actually a pretty damn good-looking lady, just like her hair like that, working, doing all she's doing, single mom and stuff. And then when I see her, like, all slammed, I go, holy shit. It just makes like, when a lady will be like Tara, then when they do get, like, pizzazz, wow, it's like, if she was always, like, these girls that always dress nice, like, every day, you're like, all right, every day.
Hey, I
really?
think I'm going to drop out because I think maybe Joan should be here for all this.
All right. Tammy's
No. No.
Tammy, you have a spot open,
be
Joan.
scared.
You have a spot open, Joan. Oh my God! But then again, here's Big Daddy's test too. Can I work the buttons properly, Flo? If shit hits the fan, if I bring Joan up with Tara, and Fro, are you okay? I'll hold your hand as best I can, but I will run like
Where's
a.
all your hair, Fro?
Where is all your hair, Fro?
Man, don't nobody want to look at my rat's nest. Shit.
Wouldn't it be funny if Froblo came on with a baldy like Big Daddy?
Oh, hell no. I'd have to change my name to No Fro.
Only temporarily.
Oh, fuck that. Nah, I'm too old, man. Shit ain't gonna grow back.
Oh, man. So you were listening to her live on the phone when she was tearing you out. She was actually driving home from work, dude. That was actually epic.
It was, dude.
Be honest with you, I blame you for actually taking a super positive show and fucking it up. Like, as soon as you fucked it up, that was like a tear in the time continuum, man. And then everything went to shit from there, man.
Not true.
No, really, there is a rainbow and pot of gold at the end of this, Tara. You're right. Here comes Joan.
Yeah.
This is where I'll.
Here
Start
comes
shut.
that fucking rainbow.
There she comes.
Oh,
First of all, can everybody see everybody?
I can't see Tara, but I can hear her.
Okay,
I
I
can
can
see
That's
Joan.
enough, Joan. You don't need to see. It's a mess today.
I see Joan. Hi, Joan.
Bag too. I only like cleaned all day long. I look like shit. Don't care.
Hey, Fro.
Yeah.
Tammy said sorry.
Yeah, I know. I see it. I can see the text, and I can see Joan lighting up a cigarette.
You know that Tammy's probably laughing, going, "Ha ha! This is gonna be great, honey. Get me a pack of cigarettes and a pizza, please."
If you guys are just joining us, we're trying something crazy on the Big Daddy Road Show tonight. The same two that got me good last night, I am prepared for tonight. I have all these tools in place.
So am I.
Are you ready, Fro?
Yeah, I got a jar of
Trust
Vaseline.
me, you're not ready.
Fro, Joan says you're not ready.
Not ready.
Oh yes, I'm
You
ready.
could never be ready or
Okay, well,
prepared.
I want to stress, since I have the ladies on the program right now, since I have Joan, you're sideways.
Well, I know I had to put the phone down. Sometimes I need to do things too.
You can put the phone down so you're not sideways.
I can't because I can't make it stand up. The stand won't work that way.
What is
Jeez.
that, Fro?
That's personal lubricant for the fucking he's about to get.
I was going
No,
to get
no.
I was going to put it on my mouth again to keep me out of trouble.
No, this is for if it ever happens again, Joan, can you please use some of this so it doesn't hurt so bad?
But no, you're going to need more than that. I'll probably drive there and just punch you in the head with something.
Well,
You get a raw dog it.
Yeah.
she did last night.
I was
But
trust, that was actually my pleasant, stern thing I did.
That was
Well,
mild.
well, you got my word. You got my word. Anytime I'm a part of this show, I'm not going to get out of line like that. I'm not drinking. I mean, I'm drinking
You
a
bring
few
your A
beers
game.
tonight, but I'm not going to be getting all shit-faced and fucked up when I come on this show again. You got my word on that.
Do a safe word now too, so when you're getting out of hand, we can shut you up before I shut you up. So now what's Fro's safe word? Tara, any ideas? Punishment safe word? Just for we'll give him 1 week of punishment safe word.
Just tell me to shut up.
That's not as much fun as a safe word.
Peaches.
Yeah, we can do that. Peaches.
Hey, guys.
If you're
Hey.
getting out of hand, I'm
Hey,
going to say
ladies.
Fro loves
Ladies.
unicorns. What?
You
I
hear
was-
the word peaches, bro? It's done. You shut your
Over.
mouth, you exit.
Wow, Fro, you're getting beat up pretty bad here. Hey, I was just going to leave. I was told just to leave. So this is me just leaving, but I'm telling you this time. But next time I'm just going to leave. But I don't want you to think when I'm leaving, I'm upset, because I'm not upset. I'm just leaving. I'm leaving
Are
now.
you going to shake
going
it
to
more
do-
than twice? You're playing with it.
Right.
Don't take the chicken with you.
Okay. Okay.
3 times. Tara, it's 3 times. You shake it more than 3 times, you're playing with it.
Don't sneeze. I heard that's not good neither.
There goes those room times again.
Fro, that ever happened to you? Curious.
Oh,
Were you ever peeing? Were you ever peeing and you had to sneeze?
yeah. And then you end up piddling all over the toilet seat. Yeah.
Everywhere. You probably pee everywhere, right? Oh, that would
Yeah,
suck.
when you sneeze. Yeah.
Oh my God, you want to know what happened to me this morning? So this is crazy. It's not. I was so pissed, but I didn't go to bed till like 4:30. Anyway, so that's like I got 2 hours sleep. I wake up, and you know everybody pees when they wake up. Well, it just so happens that my smoke detector, the battery's going dead. So I took it off the wall the other day and put it down. I need another battery. I went to turn the bathroom light on, and I guess I hit the battery down because it's one of those smoke detectors. Even if the battery's in it, it just keeps beeping when it's dead.
I have them too.
So I had to I had to pop the thing up so the battery it would stop making noise. Well, I guess when I went to turn the light on, I hit that thing down. So now I'm peeing at 6:15 in the morning, and the fucking smoke detector keeps going off. And you know, once you start peeing, you can't stop. My mom's yelling. My daughter's going, everything okay? My mom's yelling at me. The dogs are barking. I'm like, I can't stop once I started. Like, dude, you're going to have to wait or do it yourself. Like, I understand it's 6:15 and I'm sorry, but I didn't mean to do it. I didn't. I caused havoc at 6:15.
I want to know how that keeps going. Because I got like about 12 in my house, thanks to the Freeland codes that they have here. And the one was beeping the one day. It actually took me 3 days to figure out which one it is, because every time I'd walk to one, it wouldn't beep.
Yeah.
The battery was dead for I don't know how long, and it beeped, honest to God, for days.
No, we have these ones, like, it has, like, two, like, little prongs, like, in the ceiling. I guess it's a safety feature, just in case it does. Like, the battery does die, that it makes it keep beeping. Like, I literally have to take it off the ceiling and undo it from these prongs to make it stop.
Yeah, but look, let me tell you something about that, Tara. Those little prongs, most fire detectors these days, they're hardwired into your electrical line.
Yeah, I guess that's what it is.
It's a safety feature. It's a safety feature. So when the battery is totally dead, it will still do that annoying beep, beep, just like every few minutes.
Note to self, do not take it off the wall and put it next to the freaking light switch. Because
dollar store ones, you just put like that sticky thing on the wall and stick it there. But if the battery dies, it beeps.
Well, with as much cigarettes as you smoke, Tara, I mean, yeah, you shouldn't be smoking around them things anyway because they're going to keep going off.
I only smoke in my room when my daughter's not home and at night when she's in her own room. Otherwise, I'm either hanging my head out the bathroom window in the winter or I'm outside in the summer. But I don't really smoke as much. I smoke more when I'm on here and drinking than I do any other time. But I don't drink that much anymore since I got my gallbladder out. I don't really drink. I haven't drank since. So this is like my social hour. So I smoke. But if you've noticed, I keep putting cigarettes out. So one cigarette is like 3 cigarettes for me. Because I take a few hits and put it out. Take a few hits and put it out.
I'm kind of the same way. Most of the time, I'll smoke half a cigarette, put it out, then relight it like 20, 30 minutes later, depending on what I'm doing. I do
people
understand.
hate that, but
not really. Not really. What on the upside, it's like you're cutting smoking in half, you know?
Well, no, most people hate the taste of a cigarette relit, but it doesn't bother me.
That's because they're not true, avid, hardcore, dedicated smokers.
Yeah.
Well, I've been
true. Like if you have no
25
cigarettes,
years.
like smoking butts, I could give a shit.
I tried to quit that one week. By day 2, I was picking out cigarette butts that were probably 3 months old out of an ashtray. I almost looked outside on the sidewalk for one. That's how bad it was.
Hey, Donnie, you better back off my girl, dude. Calling Tara hot, dude. That's my girl. She just don't know.
Pro, get used to it, brother. It happens a lot on this show.
I know.
I tell you guys?
Tara, you are a very attractive woman. But when I came on the show last night when you were at work, I didn't know what was going on. All I saw was you with messy hair and some dude behind you. And I'm like, God damn, did I just walk into a Big Daddy porn show?
Hey, Luna Moon's here.
Hey, Luna Moon. The happy Hooper's
That's the
here.
hoop.
I swear
It's
she
the
can
hula
read.
hoop girl, right?
She can read my mind. I was just talking about you on the show. We actually brought you up and did your hashtag and everything. You missed it, Nicole. Hey,
So,
Froblo, you're doing pretty
Yeah.
good, man. You're getting off pretty light. I don't get off light like this with these two. That's weird.
Probably because they've been dealing with you a lot longer, and last night was pretty much, like I said, man.
Bro, it's different
last
when
night was-
people have hard feelings for each other. Tara and Joan love me. I love Joan and Tara. I'm not in love with you, Froblo. Not at all. But we love each other. Last night we had a three-way together for the first time, and it was magical. Magical.
There were
Magic.
pussies on our heads and everything.
So what you're saying, Big Daddy, is you had a three-way last night
Trying
with
to say, Froblo, maybe you want to back off Tara a little bit. Just saying.
I'm only going light right now just for the sole fact that I pretty much ripped you apart.
I'm only kidding. Actually, you go nuts on Tara because everybody's going to go nuts on Tara and Joan because they're gorgeous and the people in the chat, that's what they do. Man, every day people tell me, well, except for you yesterday, you kind of like lost your shit for a blow.
I did.
But I still think you're getting off easy, but good for you, man. I've seen people have to deal with like Keith St. Clair. He once upon a time had sex with a girl that was like having sex with a girl that was like a pillow. Like he could have had more excitement out of a pillow. Man, they ripped him apart. The whole damn chat, the girls. You're getting off light.
No, because he had the balls to come back the next day and apologize, where some of them don't. There's been a few that don't do it, and they just keep me fucking woke up like I fucked up. Here I am. I'm sorry.
I appreciate you all sticking up for me, but it wasn't a big deal. He didn't really say anything. Did he really? I mean, I didn't listen to it.
Oh,
but did you really just say my hair was a mess, or did you go a little crazy?
Whatever you do, and everybody listening to this show right now, do not go back and watch the show from last night.
Geez.
Do not do that. I'm telling you right now. Don't. I mean, I hate to pitch a show that you got to watch. You got to watch last night's show. Tara worked all day.
Literally gone.
She worked all day giving me great ideas to talk about boats and people jumping off boats and shit. And then you called and got all like that. And then they said this and that happened and crazy.
I was literally gone 20 minutes. I mean, I live 5 minutes from my job. 20 minutes. And I come back on and it's like Joan's screaming and Fro's like, I didn't mean it. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I never went back to watch what you actually said about me.
And once again, Tara,
we don't need to go over that, right, Fro? Why bring that up?
Because it makes for good conversation and it makes for good reviews. You know, the more views you get, the better. So, but my point is, I was shit-faced, I was stoned, and I do apologize to all of you. All right.
Takes a big man to apologize. Hey, I apologized earlier tonight too, Froblo.
To what, your right or your left hand?
All these feelings.
I know.
These girls don't
it's
have
so
to.
warm and fuzzy. Like I want to go pet kittens and puppies or something now. Possibly touch a baby. I don't know.
Not me. I'm going to go put a strap on and shove it up somebody's ass with these feelings.
Oh, not mine.
I'm going to call Musos and let him lick me.
And I won't be nice and use the lubricant. Sorry.
It ain't me. I'm out. Yeah, like that. And Nicole, I would have the fro out, but according to Joan, it looks like a rat's nest. So I'm going to get it trimmed tomorrow.
Oh, wait a second. When they come back and attack you after you attack one of their own, it's on, brother. They're
We're
going to
like
say
wolves. It's a pack.
I think I also said dryer lint do also, but it's all in good fun. Probably not.
tongue in cheek.
I'm sorry too.
No, I think you also said you could find prizes in his hair. Like,
oh my god, yeah, yeah.
No,
like
check this out.
You know those old school cartoons where the dudes had the froze and they shake it, and like a pack of cigarettes falls out, and then a fifth of vodka, 6-pack of beer, a machine gun, a fucking Porsche.
I have a story. Matter of fact, that has actually happened to me.
I'm sure it has.
No, really. Back when I was in high school. You know how in school you put a pencil behind your ear? You know, so you can, have a pencil to write down your homework or whatever. I forgot the pencil was there, and it got lost in my fro. And like a week later, I was brushing my fro out, and there's a pencil in my hair and a joint.
Hey,
That
the
fro
joints
is hooked so bad that you could possibly have like kids that you don't even know about hidden in your hair. It's just so.
You got big hair, Fro.
I'm done picking. Last dig. I'm done.
You got
Happy
big hair.
thoughts. It's fucking crazy hair. It's nutty hair.
Your hair is huge.
It is.
I know, but I am gonna get it trimmed. I'm gonna cut 3 inches off tomorrow.
Hey, let me ask you something, Fro.
Yeah.
Two things. Let me ask you two somethings actually. Are fros like a real turn on to women?
No.
I've never had no complaint. Since I was born in England but raised here in Seattle, a lot of the ladies, they like to call it the English tickler.
Is your head dishwasher safe after use then?
Oh shit! Somebody say
Okay,
something.
what was
Chat,
the second
quick.
question?
Oh, the second question is out there. You're out in what state? Washington State?
Yeah, Seattle.
Seattle, Washington. Is that the needle? Is that where the Space Needle is?
Yeah, where all
Yeah,
the junkies are.
Is it that bad out there?
With the heroin, yeah, man. Downtown Seattle, yeah, man. Heroin's a huge problem out here.
How can we do a show on heroin?
It's a huge problem here. I think it's a huge problem everywhere.
In the world, man. It's just the world's inundated with this crap.
More people die from heroin than they do from people shooting guns.
Yeah,
that's a real talk show we should do where we try to come together as average schmoes and try to figure out what do we got to do. Like what are our leaders not? How did this happen? How come you can control where is it just the drugs exist so they're going to get shipped out, or is it like when we didn't have major drug problems?
Dying. It's not the heroin, it's the fentanyl.
Here's something I can do. Next time I'm out and about downtown Seattle, I'll get my video camera out and walk around.
No, you can go live from your phone if you have a Wi-Fi. You just walk around with your phone live on the app.
And I'll show you how bad it is up here. We don't have too bad of a meth problem, but up here it's the heroin, man. For some reason, people like the heroin, and it's
that fentanyl is just killing people left and right.
Heroin's really cheap and it's a quick high.
It's very cheap. I think that's what the issue is.
Exactly.
With it.
I think they get a better buzz on it.
How long?
And these drug dealers know. They know. They just have to give you one free bag, and they'll have a customer for life.
Yep, and then you're hooked.
They toss it to you. Oh, here's a sucker. Here you go. Here's 2 free fucking little baggies, and then boom, you're back, and you never leave. You either die, or you give that guy all your money. You steal from your family. And that's that.
And the reason a lot of people can't get off of it, well, A, because they just can't, but if they actually do seek help afterwards and they want to go to rehab or something like that, a lot of insurances don't pay for it.
They pay for it one time, and that's it.
$90,000 for say 20 days in rehab.
It's insane.
Yeah, but the thing is, even with that, it's not only just state to state on how that works, but it's also within a state is county to county. King County, where downtown Seattle is, they will pay for the shit. They will help you get off it. But then over here in Pierce County, which is Tacoma, Washington, nah, you're on your own.
That's how it is around here, but nobody pays for anything. Here, if you're a junkie, you need to pay for it yourself. Either you're going to have to get the access card and let, everybody else pay for it, or you have to borrow money or just do something because your insurance doesn't really cover a lot.
These people don't want to get clean. That's the sick part.
Right.
They're only going to these programs because they got arrested and they have to.
Yeah. Yeah, but
they're not
ones
really
that
doing
do,
it.
They're
not doing it because they want to be clean.
Think about how much just positive things that we're missing out from all these people that lost their lives.
Yeah, you look at all the musicians, but it's not just heroin. I mean, alcohol, it's everything, man. It's just it's a waste of life if you go to the extreme with whatever you do, whether it's alcohol, coke, meth, heroin,
If you have an
pills.
addictive personality, then you're kind of screwed in life.
Yeah, that's true too.
Yeah, unless you got a good, I mean, I've never done hard drugs. The hardest drug I
Me
ever did was
neither.
LSD. I've done LSD, but
I don't
And the
think
hardest thing
that's a
about
really
getting off
hard drug.
drugs is if you're an addict and you want to quit, you basically have to change your life. So you
Yeah,
have,
you have to.
you gotta leave all your friends. I don't know
Lifestyle.
if you've known them since you were a kid. Walk
It's a
away if they do.
lifestyle change.
Everything changes. Everything. You're basically left on your own.
Yeah, you need new friends, new everything.
well,
And you can't have a hard time making new friends.
last night, and I'm being straight up and real and honest right here. Last night, when Joan was on the mic through the phone,
That was
Dude,
awesome, Joan.
that really hit me, and I was like, you know what? She's right. I am fucked up. I am drunk. I fucking but I drink to cover up some of my demons, which is depression, PTSD. Beer is my drug. That's what I'm addicted to. I drink beer.
Tell you what, for a blow, I'm working on a show with Keith St. Clair about depression and anxiety. And anybody that's having issues with that, maybe we could. Now, that's a show, Joan. Do you agree? I should try and get like a professional.
Yeah.
We should probably try and reach out to some. We can get somebody. What is he
These
doing?
are all. This is what I gotta take for my depression and my PTSD. I gotta take pills every day, otherwise I go off the edge.
Which is interesting because on a show like this, where we're just trying to explain what a BDRS show is like, this is a classic example. We started out just talking about a crazy show like yesterday that you got to go check out, by the way. If you haven't checked out yesterday's video, do it. It's a good show. Then we get on this show and we're just explaining the newbies, Fro. We're trying to explain, like, you can't get this show in one show. We had this very therapeutic conversation, and now we're having this whole conversation on heroin in America.
Yeah.
Those pills probably aren't good to be drinking with.
Right? That's one concern. That's a good
Wouldn't
topic
that
to talk
actually
about.
take away from the effects of the
Effects.
Yeah, that's why like I said, after last night and after I was able to rewatch the show and I saw myself acting like such a fucking dumbass, that's why today
You combed your hair, you have it back, you're a brand new man.
Well, and I ain't gonna lie, man. Sometimes it takes somebody to get up in your asshole to make you see that, all right, maybe, just maybe, you should change your ways a little bit. And today I have. Today I have changed my ways just a little bit,
So you're saying
You and Big Daddy had an epiphany last night.
Man, I'm not lying. When I rewatched the show today, shit, yeah. Dude, I look like an ass. I made myself look like a total fucking ass. And I'm
my apologies for flipping out like I did, because I didn't know you were drunk and you had, like, the depression and stuff. I just thought you were being a complete jackass fuckhead.
No, Joan, you don't need to apologize. You don't. I'm the one that's here strictly to apologize to each and every one of you and to all the listeners that I offended and pissed off. I apologize. All right. I was out of line. I was out of control and out of line. I'm sorry. It's not going to happen again.
The first step is admitting it.
Yep.
Good job. Amen to that, because not too many people have the balls to admit they were wrong or apologize. So,
especially a lot of the girls on my show. Hey, did I get the double finger there, Freblo? Listen,
I think we
it's
did that
very
in
hard.
unison,
It's
Dave.
very hard for the ladies. It's very hard for the ladies to come meet Big Daddy in the middle and just say, you know, Big Daddy, we were. Well, they do kind of say it. They just said we were all assholes last night. That was what I got. That was the concession. We were all assholes. I agree. Big number one asshole. Fro, it feels so good to give a sincere apology, doesn't it? Because you can't go. The people can't fuck with you after you do that, man. You fucked up.
I mean,
and it wasn't some bullshit one. Now, that doesn't mean that you might not fucking fall off the wagon and in a week come on and just fucking blow our minds and be like, oh,
I don't think he's not saying that he's not going to drink anymore. He's just saying he's not going to go live drunk.
Well, what's weird about this conversation is Joan is saying, we're just having a conversation. This is the important thing to me with this conversation is this guy is confessing so much tonight on a show that's live across the country right now. He's confessed that he's on depression pills. He's confessed that if he's not on his depression pills, he's a fucked up fella. He's confessed that he's drinking, and that's his way of coping. And then Joan brings up, hey, the pills might not even be having full effect with you drinking. How bad are you drinking?
Yeah.
And he comes on a show mixing drugs with booze and none of the hard drugs, because you said you don't do the hard drugs. And by the way, don't let me forget to get to, I think, Lee's comment, something about he did every drug in the 80s, but now the chat's going flying by and now it's gone. Fuck. Okay. So, but yeah, then Tara says, like, all the stuff. This is a great conversation, and maybe you will start to figure out a way to change your medication, get off the booze, because I don't really get drinking beer every fucking day. If you're doing it every day or doing any drug or heroin every day, right?
Yeah, but with me, okay, yeah, I drink beer every day, but I don't get drunk every day. I get drunk on the weekends.
How many beers every day do you have?
6.
I don't know what the answer
You're
is.
drinking
Is that cool?
to feel normal.
Yeah.
You'll be sick if you don't drink.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably. Is that right?
Exactly.
Is that what it's like? It's 6 a day. You get the DTs if you come off of it. Is it that bad every day drinking 6
I would
a day?
assume so, yes.
No, I'm asking. I don't know. I drink once
Yeah,
in a while.
yeah.
I do it right. I do it right when I do it. Get it
Usually by late afternoon, if I haven't had a beer in me, then yeah, you get that weird body feeling. Your stomach gets all messed up.
Withdrawn.
Yeah. But but that's me. I mean, I've been drinking all my life. I'm 44 years old. I've been drinking since I was 16. But I know my limit. But here's the other thing: when I cross from alcohol and weed, that's what I did last night. I already had like a case of beer, and then I was smoking some bomb ass weed. That put me over my limit, and I know better. I should have known better. I shouldn't have even came on the show. And something told me last night, no, don't even go on there, because I was already seeing 2 of everything. So, but like I said, man, you got to learn from your mistakes. You got to find what works for you and what doesn't work for you. Last night, I found that. I found that, and honestly, Joan, once again, you helped set me straight. You don't have to apologize to me. If anything, I should be thanking you for what you did and what you said.
That's more for the whole show. The conversation is
This
help.
is free
good for you,
therapy.
man. It is.
You
The
want-
show
can
is
you do
therapy.
one more favor, Fro?
Yeah.
Probably should try cutting down on the drinking, because if you
Yeah.
have because take it from somebody that went through crazy shit a little while ago. I drank myself into oblivion every day, and it actually makes you worse at times.
Well,
I
it's
know.
It's a depressant,
Yeah.
right? Booze,
Also-
beer is a depressant,
Right.
right?
Yeah, but for me, I don't know. I'm not going to make excuses. Yeah, you are right. You are right. And I
I know,
have
and
touched.
alcohol makes you
I
flip flop,
cut down.
because I can go to a bar and be happy, and I can go to a bar and drop kick somebody in the face, all within 2 seconds. That's because of the booze.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
See, with
turns in a
me-
minute.
With me, I learned when I was probably 18 that hard alcohol. I don't drink hard alcohol. I learned a long time ago that me and hard alcohol don't get along. So I don't drink hard alcohol. It's just light beer. That's all I drink. Light beer and smoke weed.
Beer is beer, though, whether it's Coors Light or Heineken.
Yeah, it's
Beer is
beer.
beer. If
Yeah,
you were
no, I
drinking
know, I
Heineken,
know.
I think you'd probably drink 3 and not 6. but you're drinking light, so you're gonna have more.
How much does it get in the way, Fro? How much does it get in the way of your show or your radio show? Or
it doesn't, because on the radio show, it comes on early enough where I'm not drinking. And then on my podcast, that's actually part of my personality, which actually starts here right now, but I don't have to be live for another 30 minutes. So, but that's part of the podcast. But tonight it's going to be a shocker on my podcast because I'm not fucking shit-faced.
Oh, it's only 9 o'clock there, isn't it? It's pretty early.
Yeah, it's 9. But I've only had all day. I've only had 6 beers. All day. I've been pacing myself.
You drink more beer than I drink, like, iced tea. I had 2 pints of iced tea today. Not even 1.5.
I have like a 10-bottle a day habit.
Joan drinks. Joan, you're actually almost probably getting to where it's dangerous for the amount of water you drink.
You're going to drown yourself.
It makes exercise.
I don't know what the amount of water it is, but you can actually die from drinking too much water.
Yeah, do you remember that one radio show that did that
challenge,
thing?
right?
They made the girls drink the water, and the one actually drowned herself.
Yeah.
You know what? It basically, God damn it, Fro. I'm sorry you drink 6 beers a day. Yeah, I'm shaking my head, going, "What the fuck, man?" And you're saying you're pacing yourself, so you could have days where you might have 12.
Yeah,
it's on the weekend.
12.
No, but what about what stops a weekday from being 12 too? I knew people. Listen, I always told the story. I had a neighbor when I was 16 years old. Of course, I had my first muscle car, and I'm out rocking it and driving. And every time I'd come home to my town, there was this dude. He was known by all the townspeople. I won't say his name, but everybody in our town back in the day knew who this man was. And he would have bottles of liquor, like whiskey, and little brown bags hidden all over town, behind the playground and in the woods. And we're in a coal town, but he would have them everywhere, man. And I guess that was for if he couldn't drink it at home, and if people were pissed off at him for drinking, he would have countless places. And as kids, we would find these bags once in a while. And of course, if you're a teenager and you find some booze, you're like a rock star in some parts of the country at that time, and in the age of I don't know, the 80s. Anyways, this guy would come home. I'd be driving home at 2:30, 3:30 in the morning, and he'd be in the middle of the road, passed out. Like I'm talking every night for years, man. And then all of a sudden, this same guy who I thought for sure was that guy that a lot of us, I think, look at and go, yeah, booze or drugs are going to take that person out. Like they're at the point of no return, where they're just like skin and bone and they're near death. And this same guy, he was one of these people that even though he was addicted to it his whole life.
Are you talking about Pooza?
I am not talking. When I say no names, by the way,
no names.
I mean no names, but no, it's not Pooza. I'm not talking about Pooza. However, Pooza used to drink, but not as bad as this guy. But anyway, and Pooza passed away, so God rest his soul.
I know his kids, and he was a great guy.
Anyway, Tara, here, look, you told me to squeeze the chicken if you do something. When I say no names, Tara, I say no names. Anyway, it's not a big deal. The man's passed away, and he wasn't bad like the other guy. This guy was so bad, but the point of the story is eventually he had a sister, I think, that had a kid, and this guy took so much to the new baby, and he was going to the hospital. As a matter of fact, he was having a hard time not staying in the hospital, and the doctor told him, he says, dude, you just drink another week or two like you've been doing for your whole life, and you're dead. And this guy actually stopped all that behavior. And years later, now it's about 8 or 9 years later, and I thought he was going to be long gone, man. I thought he was going to be long gone 3 years before he even got to the point where he just had to be in the hospital. This guy had like a liver of, I don't know, some kind of prehistoric creature. His body put up with intense amounts of alcohol. And then now he's like 7, 8, 9 years out and still kicking. I'm saying that anybody that's out there that's doing what you're doing, if you're drinking 6 cans of beer a day, just forget about that. Just think of the money. Just the money.
It adds up, but it's the same thing with smoking cigarettes. That shit adds up too.
What is it?
It's easier said than done to quit. You know, when you've been doing it so long.
Well, that's what I was. That was the part of the conversation where I was going to say, like, doesn't it suck that in our society, what is one of the biggest things that's sold in America? Right?
Alcohol.
Boom.
And cigarettes.
It really is a population suppressing operation.
Because it's legal.
And it feels good. It feels good while it feels good, but then it gets to the point where you drink too much and you feel like dog shit.
Now, what's the statistics on a place that it's legal to smoke pot?
Matthew, you're in the
chat. Is there more alcohol
sold?
or is there more pot sold?
I think there's more pot sold. Is that right, Fro? I think pot sales are bringing down booze sales, which is probably a great thing when you think about it.
Yeah, because you don't get into a bar fight when you're stoned.
Pot sales
no,
here,
you're going to Burger King.
Exactly.
It's bringing in billions a year in legal tax money. The tax money builds new high schools, middle schools, elementary schools, hires new more teachers for the kids. So not all drugs are bad. But anyway,
no, PA needs to jump on that bandwagon, make pot legal, so maybe we would have our fucking potholes filled up. Sell the pot to fill the holes.
Sell the pot, fill the holes. Sell the pot,
fill the holes with pot.
Fill the holes with pot.
I
mean,
we should have a demonstration.
That was great.
Okay, watch this power I have. Fro, hold on a second. I have muted both of the ladies. For the first time on this show, I have muted the ladies. And let me tell you why. Let me tell you why they're clapping for me. And you guys can see them because they're still live. But I've muted the ladies. They were they went onto a little mini ladies talking over each other, talking over Froblo. And after that great thing where we're going to fill the potholes with pot, and then I've muted them, the power I have. Now I'm going to unmute them. Wait, Fro, I'm going to unmute them and hope that they're going to let you talk. We're going to test this out. This is going to be awesome. Okay, I think you're good with Joan. She's got her pen and paper out. I'm not sure about Tara. They are now unmuted. We're back.
They're going to fail. All right.
There's no way they're shutting up, Froblo. There's no way they're shutting up.
They failed. We should have made a bet.
Anyway.
Okay, I have to go. I have to do
after all that setup, that's the best. Hey, I finally get a client for you to speak. Hey, I'll see you later. It's Froblo. We're out of here.
Thanks for the apology, Fro. Good luck on your show.
I do have to do my show, but once again,
real quick though, real quick.
Yeah.
Come back if you want. Think about coming back on that show with Keith St. Clair and talking about your depression and stuff on Real Talk, because I'm telling you, these are the kind of shows I really dig learning, and maybe, we'll figure something out.
God bless.
All right, well, hey,
have a
great, get down to 3 cans a day.
Have a great show, man.
Okay, well, if Tara lets me talk, once again.
Ooh, I'm muting her. I muted her. Just until he's gone.
Thank you for allowing me back on the Big Daddy Road Show. Once again, I do truly apologize to you, Big Daddy, to you, Joan, and to you, Tara. All right? It's not going to happen again. I have nothing but respect for all of you guys. I love your show, and I hope to be back on your show. And whether I'm on your show or not, I'm still going to be watching your show, even when Joan's fucking me up the ass.
Okay. All right. Great. Thanks, Fro.
All right, man. I'll talk to you guys later.
Later, dude.
Thank you. That was Froblo, and he had to end on a high note when Joan's banging him up the ass or something. I'm ad-libbing, of course. I didn't exactly get what. I guess I can unmute her now, huh, Joan? You guys seem to be behaving when you're just you two talking.
I wasn't talking over him, though, so I don't know what he's talking about.
Boy, I don't think you even do realize when you do it. That's amazing, actually.
Well, no, because I wasn't fucking even saying anything.
Okay.
We were talking to each other. We didn't even realize. I'm like, hey, we're talking over each other.
Oh, so Joan does recall when you guys were kind of talking over each other, and that was
when he told me.
Oh, okay. Here we go. This is them explaining themselves out of a sticky situation.
No, I said when we were talking on the phone this morning, just me and her.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh wait, you were talking. See, are having this morning? Oh, you mean this morning at 3:00 in the morning?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Because oh my God, last night that meeting just I couldn't sleep until 9:00 in the morning.
Joan, what are you drinking in that water bottle?
Green tea with honey.
Oh, green tea.
I'm drinking green tea with honey.
If I've been working, somebody says the bottle of Windsor, and they're all like, "Wait, what?"
I just realized it was a Dasani bottle.
Okay, now
and I'm
can
like,
I
wait,
just?
that doesn't look like water.
Oh,
no, it's green tea packets.
Hi. Nicole is saying, ew, don't mute the ladies. See, now here we go. The whole show is explaining about the new process on the show. And Late Girl comes to the show, Miss Luna Happy Hippie Dippy, hashtag, comes late. And now she's getting on my shit about muting the ladies. And I knew I'd be in trouble either way. Go ahead. She's complaining to me about just now muting Tara because Tara's mouth wouldn't shut.
My mouth was shut.
Why do I hear people talking?
I know, that's so weird. Is that you, Tara?
Yeah, it is me.
See, Tara doesn't give a fuck. That's why.
You could hear
Tara
them.
Doesn't give a shit.
Oh my God, I didn't know they were. You could hear inside my head. That's not safe.
Tara, that's amazing. You know what? If you can get the right loop playing in the background, that's a good bit right there. Oh my God, you hear those people? And just play like random different people like throughout the show. Tara!
No, I'm addicted to live PD.
You're what?
I'm addicted to live PD.
That's like as if you're just there with the cops.
Yeah.
What do you like about it?
I was watching Quentin Tarantino movies all day. They're great.
Because it's way better than Cops. Like, it's live. So you never really know what's going to happen. Like, a turkey made an appearance last week. A fucking huge-ass turkey. They were serving warrants in this little town, Nye County or something. But there's a fucking turkey. And he's just standing there, like, looking at the cop talking. It was hilarious. Then Dan Abrams comes on and goes, I did not just hear what he said. I just couldn't stop looking at the turkey.
Can you girls help me? Can you girls tell me what Matthew's laughing at? Is he laughing at the fact that Nicole was bitching at me about muting two girls, or was he laughing about something earlier?
I don't know. We can't see the chat.
They're talking about PD, I guess, whatever, PD Live or whatever. Matthew says, how about a canine dog bit this douchebag? He cried. It was hilarious. Wow.
Last week there was a good one on here.
Can I read that one more time? A canine dog bit this douchebag. Matthew, your writing is just fucking spot on. A canine dog bit this douchebag, period. He cried, period. It was hilarious. Matthew, you are fucking brutal. All right, go ahead, Tara. Sorry, actually, that time I interrupted you. My bad.
Yeah, how fucking dare you?
Well,
I don't got a mute button.
Everybody does it sometimes.
Everybody has to do it sometimes. I muted her again, Joan, just to test the button. It's still working. She's right now just yammering.
I got to go anyway because I got to go swap the dogs around. And
you bored with us? All right, I'll stay with Tara alone. You beat it. Okay.
All right.
Now. All right. See you later. She's going to go have fun in chat. Don't you buy it, Tara. It's just you and me now. You're not muted.
Don't be scared.
I am scared. I'm always scared.
I think you are. That's your problem.
I might think you like it when I'm scared. That's your problem.
Yeah, I don't have many of them. Many problems.
Yeah, the ones you have aren't a big deal. So tonight was a pretty good show. Do you think that, do you see where even though you were like very stubborn and that you were like very ball busty last night in the post meeting, we were having serious talks, but yet you were constantly still crushing my balls while we were trying to have a serious talk. But yet we still worked it out. We still worked it out. We worked it out. The show has hope. I said earlier, I predicted a 50-50 that this show stays intact, and not only stays intact, but gets stronger, a stronger bond.
Whether it's on a show or in real life, people talk over each other all the time.
Not here.
If there is a group of people
Not
and
here,
I'm
though.
talking.
See, I don't have to have that. If people don't learn, I could just do what you suggested. It's a weird thing is you suggested that I do this. It's the weirdest thing. Last night you said just mute. I unmuted you. It does happen, but it shouldn't happen every sentence.
It's conversation, and if there's more than two people,
not every sentence should be talked over. There's plenty of time to just, even if there's a pause and I get to say things 2 times in a row, it's a possible conversation scenario.
That's what happens when you talk to somebody that talks a lot, though. I mean, you're going to get that.
I know, and people that talk a lot. And people
I have
that
a comment and an opinion about every single fucking thing I talk about.
And people that talk a lot, right, have to hear people like me say, wow, you need to just stop and let other people talk. Stop, look, and listen. Yeah, and take a deep breath. You should be sitting up at least 4 times a day, shoulders back, deep breaths. Joan won't do it.
Oh, yeah, okay, you sit up.
I did my stretches and stuff. I lifted more weight yesterday than my inner core right now is screaming.
I bet you don't got a V going on, though.
I got a V going on. Let me tell you something. As soon as I get to the V, you're gonna
like a U.
You're gonna get a close up look at that V when I get to that V. You hear me?
It's more like a U.
It's not like a U. You have no idea what it's like. You wish you knew.
Did I not pick your ass up off the bathroom floor with your pants down?
I look good when I'm stretched out. It's when you get all crunched up like this. That's when
I didn't pay for those boxers in the mail. No. I stole them.
Yeah. You want to bring that show up? See, people have no idea how long I've been putting up with your shit. You started out being so sweet to me. I passed out. I had diabetes on a show. People were gonna call the state troopers. People that followed the show from Florida and Georgia were literally going on the chat. Hey, Big Daddy, I got friends in Pennsylvania that know state troopers. They're on the way. I'm like, no.
Tara to the rescue.
Tara's here. You got people in the chat. That was a crazy show. That was the day you fell in love with me in the bathroom when you picked it.
I fell in love with your
boxers.
With Little Daddy.
It's not little anymore. Hey, how about Matt calling his thing Little Matt? Were you on the show when he did that?
No,
yeah, tonight. Is that what it was, Matt? Was it Little Matt? And Nicole, why is she doing hashtag douchebag? Nicole, come live, Nicole, because you got some explaining to do too. Last time she was on the show, she was messed up huge, and she was actually apologizing for that. Well, not apologizing. She was just saying technically she wasn't apologizing. She was just saying in the chat down there, she was saying, dude, last time I was on the show, it was messed up.
I mean, if I'm wrong, I'll be the first one to apologize and admit that I'm wrong. But if I'm not wrong and I don't think I'm wrong, you bet your ass I'm going to debate you and say my piece until no end.
Not going to lie. It's a bit of a turn on. Not going to lie.
I mean, I will get to my point.
Can you read Lee's message on the screen? Do you see that?
I can't see the comments. I'm not the master of the show. You have all that.
Yeah, but some people's phones are better than yours. It says, Lee says it might.
8+.
So you're going to wait again until I start talking before you?
Yeah. Okay. I like that.
Lee goes, it might look like Big Daddy is relaxed. I can't wait to see what the rest of this says. Oh, I need new bifocals. But what you can't see is Big Daddy is doing penile exercises. Yeah, yep, that's what I'm doing. Is there such a thing, Tara? Can we talk about that on Sex Fashions? Is there penile exercises?
Yeah.
What are they? What do you do?
I'm sure there are. I mean, women have Kegels, so I'm sure there's something men could do.
Is it Kegels or Kegels?
Kegels, I think.
Lee Johnson said it was Mini Mat. He calls his thing Mini Mat. Oy. I can honestly say I don't think I've ever named my thing, but maybe I did and I just forgot. I probably named it when I was younger and I forgot what name I named it. We were kind of busy, me and my thing. It's all blur, you know? Now, hello, peoples. Hi, Debbie. What's going on? You're late on a really great show. Not as great as last night's crazy show, but actually, it's pretty much approaching another great show. I can't believe that topic on heroin, man. Froblo and drinking, depression. Keith St. Clair was on earlier talking about it. Like, there was something. I don't have you muted.
Well, you're talking. I don't know when is the right time for me to jump in.
Right now. Are you reversing this somehow? What are you doing right now? What did you just do? Now you're going to behave yourself and sarcastically ask. Oh, wow.
Well, no, because when you're conversating, you kind of butt in on somebody's conversation. And now I feel like
you're conscious of it. You're conscious.
Yeah,
I'm
very. Now I'm like, oh my god, am I going to get yelled at? Because I keep getting yelled at every time I fucking open my mouth.
No, I'm not yelling anymore. I was muting. Where was I yelling? I muted.
And then I don't even know if I'm muted though. So that doesn't help.
No, you do know because I tell you, you can still hear me when I mute you, right?
Yeah, but
so you hear me say I'm muting you, so you know I'm muting you because if as soon as I say, hey, I muted her,
you muted me like twice without telling me.
You know what? You're probably right. I did because I was told just to do that. I had no fucking idea. You told me last night in the special meeting after.
No, yeah, I understand, but I need a visual.
I knew. Oh, you need a visual and a.
Because if I don't know I'm muted, how do I know I'm doing anything wrong?
No. When you get muted,
this whole fucking complex.
When you get muted, you know you did wrong. I did not. You gave that to yourself.
Yes, you did. No. I don't fucking like it.
Joan, I don't like the new rules. I gotta just let her talk over me.
I just have a fucking complex. You keep yelling at me.
Go back to old Tara. Just be Italian and just keep talking. I'm sorry. Oh, I just want to stop the show and come and hug you right now. You should just
2 hours of sleep, 9 hours of work. I took a nap.
Let's go get some French onion soup and just hug for an hour.
They're closed.
Shit. It was this close, guys. It was this close.
You know I'd do anything for French onion soup.
Anything?
Just about.
It's funny. I thought we had a couple French onion soups. I was not aware of that stipulation. Anything? Anyway, let me check the chat. Let me check the chat.
You get to be in my presence and, be around me. That's good enough.
That is the most annoying female sentence I think I ever heard in my life. You get to be in my presence.
Yeah.
Please.
My presence is a present.
How many times have you tried to sell some swag and some cups? You're 16,000 coffee mugs away from a Birkin or titties, whichever one.
I mean, I posted it on my page. What do you want me to do?
But every show you should throw it in naturally. Like, hey,
I don't even. How am I supposed to?
The link is in the
cup that I don't even fucking have myself. Because somebody gave it away.
The link I gave it to Joan.
How am I supposed to sell a cup I don't even have? What if I don't like this fucking cup?
You're not selling it from your house. You're selling it from the new store that's opened up now. It's working.
Well, yeah, but okay, like if you're trying to sell a cup, you're supposed to be drinking out of it, while you're on air. People see it all the time, and they're like, "Oh, I want that fucking cup. Look at that hot bitch on that cup."
Right.
So I need a fucking cup to promote my cup.
I'm gonna get.
But you gave my cup away.
No, I gave a cup away.
Let's talk about how hurt that makes me feel.
All right.
You hurt my feelings.
Okay.
I mean, shit. I have feelings too, deep, deep, deep down somewhere. They're there. I know.
Let it all out.
I'm like the ice fucking princess.
Yeah, but you know what, though? I bet you if any guy's lucky enough to chisel through that ice, I bet you it's so warm and fuzzy inside.
I could be nice. I really could be. I could be really nice. And I mean...
I've never seen that.
Shut the fuck up. Yes, you did.
When?
I'm always nice to you. I don't. I invited you over. We sat at the kitchen table, had some coffee. You brought some cookies. We chit-chatted. You even told my mom you'd love to do that again.
Your mom is cool to talk to. I want to get your mom on the show. People would love your mom.
She birthed a legend. Of course she's cool.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Good luck with, what is she saying about the fur coat?
I need a fur coat.
Debbie's like, button up, Big Daddy. You're too hot. See, now that's a lady being nice.
Damn.
That's a lady being nice. And last night, you know what's weird? Actually, I thought that she's in the chat right now. Sherry from Colorado, where you could legally get fucking baked. She was busting balls last night after the show. She was really all over the threads and stuff. And she's like, Big Daddy, your show's drama, and I don't like drama. Sherry from Colorado. She's been listening to the show forever. Right?
Oh, I did read that, actually.
Right. She's all like, and I'm like, this and then that. And then she's like, well, Gigi's got your back. And I thought she meant Gigi, like our Gigi, the girl that's over me now, but want to be in her sex dungeon. And no, she didn't mean Gigi like that Gigi. She meant Garage Girls. She actually was telling me, some of the boobs I was getting, slamming into my back office. She was suggesting it was one of the Garage Girls. Weird. Even when people leave the show, they don't leave the show. They're busy. I got somebody that's been on the show like weeks ago, months ago, and she's like, oh, Big Daddy, I want to be there, but everything's changed. My schedule, we got family things to deal with. It's all crazy.
Yeah, life gets in the way.
Work changed, But anyway, seriously, if you feel real sad, I'll come and, we could just hug it out. Let's just hug. Powerful. We could sit up straight and breathe together.
Sit up straight and breathe together?
I don't know. I read it in a book somewhere. It's supposed to help. Yeah, button on a fur coat. What the fuck is Leon in the chat for? But now he's going to be pissed off. I'm yelling at him. He's like, Big Daddy's throwing me under the bus or some shit. What is he even trying to say here? You guys realize that I'm trying to run a show here, and sometimes the chat is just they're doing they do the same thing that you guys do. I'm just going to let the chat. I'm just going to ignore the chat. If I could mute the chat right now, I would, Tara. You should just mute you.
Not. Hey, I was there at your studio. I could run that shit. Let me sit behind there. All you do is have to talk.
I want you to run my shit.
I could take that laptop.
You never have.
Through the comments and
button means
give me the power. Make me on.
You guys teach me so much lingo. Button means dick. What are they on about down there?
Button means dick. I never heard that, but hey.
I don't know. If your dick is like a button, you got problems.
I feel like after 30, you don't know like the slang and the lingo terms anymore. Like you're not cool anymore.
We should have a whole show. We should get the younger people to come on the show and teach us old timers what the Yo, I'll be right over, baby. All right.
Oh my God, it was hilarious. This plumber came in at work the other day, or it's irrelevant, but he came in and he goes, oh my God, I just went to eat, and this young high school girl said to me, do you know what smash means? And I'm like, what? He's like, smash. She asked me if I knew what smash meant. Ooh, that was a nice crash. Sorry, ADD. Yeah, I just fucked up my own conversation. And I'm like, smash? What the hell does smash mean? She asked me if I wanted to fuck. That's what it means.
What?
And I'm like, really? Since when does smash mean fuck?
Put that in a sentence.
You want to smash later?
Yes.
I'll smash for some French onion soup.
Yes.
That smashing session last night was amazing.
Yes. Keep going. You can do it. What else you got? Want
to smash my ass? No.
Weirdly, yes. Just because it's you. Yep. I tell you that comes up in private conversation. What?
He's all bloody. He fell out the fucking car.
You can't turn the camera to the TV so you can at least show people a little bit about what you're reacting to?
Oh my!
Probably show a few seconds of it.
Hold on.
I was gonna say that's not close enough.
He's like on the fucking ground.
Even old lady Joan didn't know that smash meant that.
Really?
Yeah, you, me, and Joan should get together and smash.
Watch, he makes his turn and he fucking loses control.
Somebody come up with a quick hashtag about smashing. Quickly, let's go. Let's see some hashtags. Put smash in a sentence and a hashtag. What the fuck? Tara, are you sure that that's what that means?
Yes, that's what the plumber said.
So every parent out there, if you're listening right now and you got kids and they're out there talking smashing, your parental radar should be going off.
Yeah. Oh, God, I didn't fast forward it that much. Oh, here he goes.
Oh, look at Joan now. She's like how cool she is. She knows stuff.
Yeah, he got fucked up.
Hashtag Debbie goes smash. Hashtag smash Darkstar. Yeah, Debbie. I would love to smash.
Who doesn't want to smash Darkstar?
That's your ass, that evil bitch.
It's a dream of many. You know, I did get told this though once. The fantasy of me is better than actually having me. Oh, and I was like, "Oh, what? The balls you have to say that to my face." Wow. Nice one.
Wow. And and the balls of you to share that, because that's like really putting yourself in a vulnerable position to even say that.
He was a tweaker. It was my picker's bad. It was only like a week thing, and then I realized this is not for me.
1 week and out.
Well, yeah, he was a cellar dweller. I realized, yeah.
Oh, he was looking for a place to crash?
No.
Crash and smash.
He lived in somebody's basement.
Oh, I thought you had him in your basement while you were smashing him.
What?
I thought you were smashing him and he was in your basement. I thought he was moving in just to smash and hang out.
It wasn't like a nice finished basement either.
Debbie wants to know what the plumber guy's name was. We don't like to do names on the show, but maybe she'll PM you and you could PM me. That's funny. Joe the plumber.
What, she wants to know the plumber's name?
Yeah.
All plumbers are freaking pigs.
Yeah, plumbers are pretty much notoriously pigs. I agree. It's like it's not only it's guys in general, but there are certain fields like mechanics and plumbers, carpenters, brutal. Guys in general.
Cashiers, they're the worst.
Some cashiers, some girls are brutal, like you and Joan.
Those fucking gas station floozies.
That's why you can hang with the boys.
Yep.
That whole hanging with the boys, though, is a double-edged sword when it comes to relationships. Yep.
Yeah, I guess it is sometimes, but the fuck. If you don't trust me, then we can't be together.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, yeah, exactly. Like, first of all, I'm at the point now in my life, this is the truth. I swear to you, and this is 100% true. I don't get the whole marriage and together thing. I don't think you should even be like, you should just be with somebody, right? And then,
I mean, every little girl dreams of getting married and having the white picket fence and the, like, I can't even lie.
But was that just conditioning though? Like, is that really like what, if you go back 1,000 years ago, women didn't think like that. They thought, I need somebody who could be a team partner player that maybe will help me kill this buffalo over here. And now because we don't have...
the men were out fucking killing the buffalo and the women were home fucking heating up the whatever they had to eat and taking care of the kids.
So weird how you can't get that crown. Just can't seem to...
I'll never get that crown. That crown will always be just like right there. I sabotaged my life.
Did you see the graphic? I mean, we're busting your balls with that crown, but did you see the Marina Barbie? Did you see?
I'll never be the queen, and Marina will never be a Barbie.
Right? Has Marina been around? I'm waiting to catch shit about that. I'm waiting
She
to
was
catch
in the
shit.
chat last night, wasn't she?
Yeah, I think until the shit hit the fan.
Yeah, she didn't want any part of that.
Debbie said in her fantasy she wanted a black fence.
A what?
A black fence. You said a white picket fence. She wanted a black fence. Matthew says, I'm coming after the crown. Hashtag crown goals. Hey, can we? I told him I'd send him your old tiara once you're crowned queen, but he has to send it back because I paid good money for that tiara.
How come you have the tiara and I don't?
I was offended. I told you to take it, didn't I? And you never did. I thought you didn't want it.
I must have forgot it.
Should take it for your kid after you get your real crown. Give it to her for a dance.
Steal it for me, but she is the queen.
No, but it might be coming. Maybe you'll have like a wedding or something where you can, instead of buying it, you can just. Have it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a wedding. Sure, I think that ship has fucking sailed a long time ago. It's like the fucking Titanic.
Well, maybe if you'd calm your shit, try to meet people in the.
The fantasy of me is better than actually having me. I'll never forget that quote for as long as I live.
Girls, what do you think about that? What a hurtful, prickish thing to say, right?
That was an ego boost coming from a dirtbag that can't keep a job.
You're with the dirtbag. You chose him.
No, this is the thing. Like,
why do girls think that class is going to come from a person that was never even remotely even taught anything near class? Like, you don't get I don't know. You just got to choose what pond you're fishing in.
Let me tell you how did you
meet this rock star?
If you would stop talking and let me talk.
All right, I will. You want to mute me? I'll mute me.
Where's my button?
You got my button.
You have that stop button. Where's that stop button you have?
Now you got the floor, by the way.
Anyway, so on Facebook, I get a message. Hey, you're the girl that works at the gas station, aren't you? Yeah. Oh, you looked really good. Well, thank you. I haven't smoked in a month, but I seen you and I just had to talk to you, so I bought a pack of cigarettes. I was like, oh, you could have bought a bag of chips. You didn't have to buy cigarettes. And so we started talking, and he talked. At this
point, do you know that he's totally into you, like from first sentence or two? Do you sense it?
Yeah, I mean, he said you look hot in that picture and stuff. You were very nice at the gas station and stuff. Now, mind you, he's not my type.
Very nice. He must have caught you at the right time at the gas. It's just a matter of how they catch you. I've seen you rip into people. They come in, they're sweet old people. I had to go out. I felt bad. Remember the old people I had to go and chase and ask the old lady, please come back and please. And she's like, and she turned out to be real sweet, but you were just really brutal with her.
No, some lady got me last night. She's like, do you have the restroom? I said, no, it's out of order. Somebody broke it. Well, what do you use? I said, it's broken. You got to use something. I said, lady, I've been here 6 hours and I haven't peed. Is that okay with you? Yeah. She looked at me.
Customers don't
and
care
walked out the door.
If you're not peeing, you need to talk to your boss about getting a pee break. You're only like 6 feet away from a toilet.
I have a fucking bathroom.
Right.
I have a bathroom. I lied to her. Yes. Oh. I have a bathroom. Your ass can't
Liar.
use my bathroom. Liar. It's a liability. You can't go in the back room. Say something happens to you back there, and I let you back there. It's my job. That's employees' restroom only. I can't let you back there. Right. So, therefore, I have to tell you a little white lie so I don't have to go through, you can't use my bathroom. Well, why can't I'm getting gas here? No, it's a fucking liability, lady. Just no. So, back to the original story.
That was neat how you just
I seen him. He wasn't my type. Not my type at all. But I'm like, you know what? He talks nice. We could hold a conversation.
What is your type?
I I don't know if I really have a type.
So how can you even get a type? You have one or you don't?
Well, my picker is just so bad that I'm like, oh, this guy will be great. And I get the 7-year itch. I last 7 years and boom.
True. The truth on this show is sickening, which is why I say as I get older, the whole marriage concept is just, for some people, for a very small amount of people, it works.
Like, I'm not bad at relationships. I've been with my both kids' fathers for 7 years. 7 years, each of them. Yeah. So I could be in a committed relationship and,
for 7 years,
do the cooking and cleaning and be the housewife. And, I could do that, really. It's in me.
I would love to see that. I would love to see that switch. Like, I wish I could fake marry you so I could see 7 years of you just being the perfect housewife.
You know what? I've never.
Honey. Hi, I'm making dinner, Big Daddy.
You could be my gay best friend because I want to go try on wedding dresses but I'm never going to be married. So you could be like my gay best friend and we could go and eat like free wedding cake and put dresses on. And I could be like, he's my bridesmaid. He's got to be here. And you could see me in my dress.
I think Matt would say, from what Matt's saying in the chat, it'd be more like Matt's game to want to try dresses on with you and wear things like that.
Yeah, we could wear tiaras together.
You and Matt just set up something there. And what I'll do is I'll play the pretend groom because I want to know what 7 years of being married to Princess Darkstar under 7 years of bliss. And then those 7 years and 1 day, it's like some kind of Disney movie where at midnight you turn into some hag.
Well, one thing is for certain. I could say my older one's father, it was definitely not me because he's the same person he was fucking 15 years ago that he is today. Nothing's changed. So it wasn't me. And he's still not in a healthy relationship. He might actually be locked up at the moment. I'm not quite sure. So, I mean...
Lee says Tara needs a strong man with gentle hands that can undo that bun on her head. Let her hair down over her shoulders and pin her... What? Pin her to the wall in pure passion? Lee... Think you're talking to her?
Damn, Lee.
Damn.
Simmer down, boy.
He got you a little bit with the passion up against the wall thing, though, didn't he?
Yeah, I might be blushing a little bit.
You were such a piece.
My lady parts are wet.
Oh.
It's not that show, Lee.
Sex Fashions. Oh, by the way, Bruno was on the chat earlier. I was thanking Bruno immensely for all his help. And he actually typed in, is there a Sex Fashions coming this week? I didn't know because of our schedule changes and the weather.
I think the lady is coming back this week. So as long as she comes back this week, yes.
Well, by Monday or Tuesday, we'll let you guys know. We'll let you know by Tuesday, guys. If not, it'll be the following Wednesday. Know Tuesday. But who knows?
She's supposed to come back Tuesday, but I don't know. She wasn't feeling well, and she was still tired. So, you know what I mean? I don't know if she's not ready yet.
Debbie's like, wow, Lee. Even Debbie was turned on by Lee's magic wording.
Everybody, panty dropper.
Yeah, my lady parts almost got wet, Lee. Damn it. I didn't see it coming. When I read chat live, I'm like, I didn't know he was going to end it like that. I thought he was going to say something like Tara needs a strong man with a soft hand and a heavy heart for just Tara. I mean, Tara's all over the place, so you better love it all or it's all or nothing.
Yeah, you get multiple personalities. That
keeps it interesting. It keeps it interesting.
The fun of it.
Yay, which one today?
The crazy Italian or the Italian that, I don't cook too often. Don't get me wrong. I made sure there was dinner on the table.
Oh, you're so good. Good for you.
It might not have been the best, but there was something there.
What was it?
I was always.
Why don't you put some pride into your meals for your children?
See, I don't get that. Oh, I cooked for my family. I'm happy. I get, there's fucking dishes. I hate dishes.
Oh.
But I do make this awesome. It's a pasta. I use fettuccine noodles, and I cut up grilled chicken and fry that, and I use sun-dried tomato sauce. Oh my God, it's excellent.
Is it?
It's It's amazing.
You know how to make lasagna?
I'm Italian, of course. I know how to make lasagna.
That's what I was going to say. You almost can't even call yourself Italian if you can't make a good lasagna.
Stuffed shells are my favorite.
Stuffed shells. I'm more into the meat. I want.
Yeah, I like
pasta and
I'm
some
not
kind
into
of
the meat.
sauce.
I'm more into the cheese. I'm more into the cheese.
You know that could be why you're having all them lady problems downstairs. The cheese, a lot of cheese.
No, it's not that. I was
Isn't
on
that what that?
antibiotics.
Isn't that? Oh, I thought.
That's
I don't know
from
why.
eating cheese.
I
Cheese
thought it
clogs
was.
you up and you can't shit. Cheese doesn't give you a yeast infection. Fucking kind of cheese are you eating?
I don't have anything to get a yeast infection, do I? I hope not. I don't want any
Men
part
can get
here.
yeast infections.
What?
Watch yourself.
What?
Yeah.
You'll transfer your yucky yeast
Yeah.
infection? Is it a convection
Dirty
or
dicks.
what?
Yeah.
Hey, Tara, after the show, you want to get together and smash hard?
Hey, let's go to Denny's and smash. I at least want dinner first.
That would be a hell of a story. You ever do it in a Mile High Club? No, but I smashed Tara at Danny's. Remember that girl that was on that
The
crazy?
Grand Slam.
Whoa, that's great. That was cool, Lee. Write more romantic stuff. Debbie's digging it. Debbie's really digging that stuff. Debbie, you want to come live? You haven't been live in a while. What's your problem? See, that's another thing Matthew was saying. I wonder why some people are disappearing on us. And they're not, though. Last night's show proved one thing. A lot of people are watching. And I can't wait. Matthew and I want to see what the videos are like after last night's show. And now you're talking. Debbie, you want the link? Just send me a private message. Let's get you up here. Get you some. Well, she likes Big Daddy. There. She's a fan. She's a real deal. She's a big time fan.
Well, back to my skater fag.
Of course, back to you. Yes.
Yes, my skater fag love triangle, or not even love, my little love passion for a couple weeks. So
Wait, it's been a week now. It's a couple weeks. Which is it?
It was like a month. It was like a month. Okay. So everything's fine. We finally, do the deed, whatever. I'm like, I'm into it, but not into it. Like, I was trying to be. I'm like, you know what? Maybe I could fix this guy. Like, maybe, I could fix him. And he could be, like, a good person. And then he says, you fuck me like I have a big dick and I don't. The fantasy of you is better than actually having you. And I said, what? I fuck you like you have a big dick?
That's like the best kind of fucking you can do, Tara. That's how every woman should be with their man. Like even the guys with the small peters. Own that shit, girls.
I'm like,
that guy should have been like marrying you at that moment. He should be like, you are the one.
Well, don't fuck him like he's got a big dick then, I guess. He didn't like that.
And you occasionally cook good, like a couple times a month maybe, and
yeah. I mean, I could order food like nobody's business.
You probably pour cereal in a bowl and pour some milk on it and go, here, honey.
Shut up. No, I could.
What's on your shirt? That's cool.
Bob Marley.
Oh, Debbie's backing out. She's boarding. She's tired now. We got her all tired ever since she told her that dirty story, Lee. Tara, what the hell are you doing?
I'm playing with myself. No, my arms are cold. My arms are cold, so I want to put my hands in the blanket, and I don't want to hold the phone anymore.
Oh, okay. Well, we can end this. This is long enough. How much time?
I'm fine talking. I'm just sick of holding my phone.
We could get off this air and talk. We can get you, me, and Joan together live.
You just want a threesome again. You liked that, didn't you?
It was kind of nice. It was neat how you were both bullying me. Like I felt like extra bullied.
You don't like being bullied.
Who likes being bullied?
We weren't bullying you. We were giving you constructive criticism.
Yeah, and I was giving you guys constructive criticism, but you guys don't.
You know, you're telling us to shut the fuck up.
When you don't ever shut the fuck up, eventually somebody has to say that.
I'll never shut. You know, like I said, I just talked to my 4-year-old for 45 minutes. Whatever 4-year-old's gonna talk that long? And you know what? She held up the conversation for 45.
You're so impressed, but guess what? We have
It's
to
time
do. It's time for the Joan and Tara after show that maybe someday you guys will see if you share the show and buy some cups and get titties for Tara, and I don't know. I think titties for Joan too. Apparently,
Titties for Tara. Yeah.
we got only a few minutes, so let's not ruin this great show. This was a good show. Recapping really quick. You did hear all the rules that Matt and I kind of agreed. This is the Big Daddy Road Show. This show covers everything from A to Z. Real Talk is a show where we keep it more conservative, no cursing, so we're going to ask you guys to respect that. We are going to let free-for-all be free-for-all, even tonight. I mean, the bottom line is everybody gets what everybody gets. If Joan and Tara don't get the freedom to do what anybody else on my show gets to do, call me out on it. I just need a friendly reminder. Remember, this show can go like crazy on a
When's the show that you can't curse?
Real Talk. Real Talk, you can Real Talk if you're doing some, like when we were talking about Joan about narcissists and stuff. If a person comes on and I'm interviewing them and they're just that pissed off, or say somebody, I don't know.
I have a bad mouth.
Yeah.
I curse.
You can curse on sex fashions. That's not a problem. You could curse on.
What's the big deal with cursing? Why is it so offensive to people if I say the word fuck?
What's the big deal if we have a clean show and a show that's wild? Like, why?
No, I'm just being an asshole right now. But what is wrong with the word fuck?
I love the word fuck, but I usually like to use it when it's like, hey, let's fuck.
I'm not going to be in church and say, hey, fuck you, pastor. No, but
right.
Like, I mean, if the F-bomb slips out.
Not in church. I don't think that would be appropriate. As she's proving here.
I'm saying in a conversation.
And what you're witnessing on the screen right now is just proving the graphics point. On wild shows, we get wild. It is what it is. Accidents will happen, like just now when Tara said, yo, fucking pastor. What?
No, like you're not going to do that. But like if I'm in a heated debate and I'm talking about something serious, curses are going to come out of my mouth. That's just who I am.
Right. Most real people, most everyday people, even people that are higher up in society, and even when they go to church on Sundays, everybody, mass majority of the human populace has at one time or another said, what the fuck?
Exactly. Oh, shit.
We also mentioned how we're basically just winging a show here. We come live without a net. So sometimes we fuck up, and we're human, and get over it.
I'm not human. I'm immortal.
Also, we mentioned how there's not a pro actor or a pro comic on the show unless it's on Real Talk or my comedy friends that come in, the headliners from around the country. All of us people we're hobbyists. We like to do improv and we like to talk shit.
Everyday shit talkers.
Late shows are adult crazy, but please no nudity, Tara.
Oh, yeah, I'm not going to let the titties hang out. Tatas aren't hanging out until they're new and improved.
And this is a big one, and we're going to end it with this. Shows will need to be reviewed as we move on, and as things change and programs change, we'll need to update, tweak the standards and what we allow on different things. But right now, any show after 9 o'clock, be ready for anything. Tara, you could say all the cuss words you want. You could even have midgets eating out your mound if you want. I've decided.
Whoa. Midgets freak me out, but hey.
So tell me you guys didn't do great with your little meeting last night, even though you had to just get me till I was so deadbeat tired, and that's the only way you guys could beat me is wait until 5 a.m. to just get me and smirk and bust my balls after busting my balls on the show.
You were just hungry.
You won one. You guys got me.
Yes, Joan and Tara 1, Big Daddy 0.
Let me say this one more thing, too. Big Daddy will soon have a gong, and I'll have lightly suggestive things. Like Joan wants me to hold up a place card that says, "Quiet, Joan, shut the fuck up." And you want me to say pineapple. And we're going to implement other things like the gong to kind of give Tara, when she's on a tirade, little hints that maybe she needs to just back her down.
When I'm passionate about something, I go full guns blazing.
We know.
So that's just who I am, like me or not. Mute me or not, I don't care.
We're just going to mute you because that's what we decided to do when you guys agreed.
Nope. I'm not going to get offended. All right. Well, on that note, did you freeze? Are you there?
No, I'm here.
You're like a fucking statue. You're like so still.
Let's end the show so we can smash. Let's do this.
All right. Meet you at Denny's. Smash you later.
See you later, baby. You're going to get smashed. It's going to be a good time.
Fucking phone freezes every time. I have to shut it off.
I might smash you twice. See you later, Tara. Jesus Christ. All it takes is all you've got. This is Big Daddy on the Big Daddy Road Show. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hey, we made a non-show into a show tonight. I'm very proud. I'm very proud of my crew. Thanks for putting up with me. Thanks in the chat. Lee, there's all kinds of things going on here. We'll do whatever you want, Lee. You got it. Yeah. This is Big Daddy. This is the Big Daddy Road Show, and I'm out of here. This show's going to go off the air anyway because Facebook Lives only go 4 hours. Thanks for watching. Please share the show. Thank ya. This is where I disappear. Watch me disappear.